I love you.
Yeah, welcome to the Hellraisers Ball, where decadence and depravity, all the laws of the land. So strap yourself in, kids. It's going to be a wild ride. Tonight, we have one hell of a show planned for you. Tonight, I'm being co-hosted by Raven Chain
What's
of
up?
Sister Kill Cycle. We also have Dropshot in the house, Wayne from Consinity. We have a feature interview coming up later on with SOULIDIUM. We also have a touring guitar player that's a little bit of a surprise that got thrown
They
thrown
came
in
in
tonight.
here tonight.
Jimmy Stein and Zachariah Robinson, who's the owner of a studio in Tampa, Florida called Stingray Studios. While I'm on the subject of that, big shout out to John O'Boyle from Sam Ash Music Stores on Dale Mabry Highway.
Oh yeah.
He actually bailed me out of a really a tough situation. The guy is like a consummate professional.
Alcoholic.
Is he? You know, he.
Is this thing on? Check.
Is he?
Check.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't say that.
well, I brought him a guitar
Check.
yesterday. Got it back today. It was done right. It was done fast. You know, so I strongly recommend if anybody needs a guitar tech or a luthier, bring your guitars to John O'Boyle over at Sam Ash. The guy is amazing. He does a great job.
I'm glad you said guitar tech because a lot of these guys in the bands don't know what a luthier is.
Yeah, you're right.
You mentioned that, and they're like, "No,
like,
I'm
huh?
not Christian at all. Thank you."
Well, we're actually going to have a Hellraisers Ball glossary on the website for anyone who doesn't understand certain words that we use.
Nice.
Because from the beginning of the show, we actually started this thing where we did a word of the week, and we accumulated a lot of words, since, we've been going now for 18 months.
Right.
So we're actually
Coming up on that 2-year anniversary, people.
Yeah, coming up. And, of course, now, Hellraiser's Ball has gone rogue. We've gone independent. So now we're launching the brand new HellraisersBall.com. We got that going. And there's a lot of stuff that we have that I'm really excited about that's coming down the pipe. But it's nice to know that we got guys like John O'Boyle out there that could get things done fast, get them done right. And, a lot of times you don't have time to wait for your shit.
No.
So if you got a guy that's capable of, making it happen, that's a valuable commodity
That's
these
awesome.
days.
And it's a good shout out for people around here. I mean, there's a lot of musicians in this area, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also have a few videos that we're going to be playing later on. Why don't you talk to me a little bit about what's going on this weekend over at Bourbon Street? We have a Dropshot kickoff party, right?
Yeah, it's going to be sick, man. This is our fundraiser kickoff show for the following week of October 18th to the 20th. We'll be hitting the road for a little mini tour, going to Daytona on Friday, the 18th, to play at the Garage. We're headlining over there, and then one of our newest members, CJ Arazi, his band Familiar Sin is going to be playing with us that night too, so he's going to be doing double duty with us Friday. And then Saturday we're off to Gainesville to play with signed national act Waylon, who we have a nice relationship with, so we'll be playing in Gainesville over there. So all you Gator fans can come out and have a fun night with us. And then Sunday we're heading to like Orlando/Sanford area. I don't know the venue that we're playing at yet. I think all that's still trying to be figured out, but we're trying to hit that place on the way home on
Very
the
cool.
18th to the 20th. But
So a nice little mini
Saturday's
tour.
going to be great because we're kind of reuniting with a lot of different bands. When I was with Crossbreed, Consinity is going to be playing with us. We also got SOULIDIUM coming in, which we haven't played in years together.
Yeah.
So they're working.
And that's
on,
going to be a special treat. We're going to have
Yeah, Jerry and
SOULIDIUM
the boys
coming in
are
a
all
little
here.
bit.
It's going to be really fun because we're doing a lot of raffles. We've got a lot of prizes to give away. Anthony Arnold, obviously, my boy, our biggest supporter, obviously, of the whole music scene and local scene. I mean, we talk about him every week, man, and God bless him. Without him, I mean, he doesn't let go any stone unturned.
Yeah,
doing
Anthony's
a great
doing a
job,
great
and all the
job with
people
the
in his
live,
staff that he
scene
does for everybody
in
on the
Tampa
local
Bay, for
scene,
sure.
man. So, he's going to be out there with us, and we got gift certificates to give away. We got snare drums to give away. I think Jerry's bringing the guitar. We're working on maybe a flat screen TV, 50-50 raffles. So it's going to be a fun time, man. And I think for Friday night, I mean, last time we played there with Boba Flex, so we were just talking with Raven, man. He was there.
Yeah.
The place was packed, man. And that's kind of like my old stomping grounds. And, I have a lot of family and friends that are in that area, too. So, everybody from Spring Hill comes that area. Clearwater, St. Pete comes to that. It's kind of almost like the middle
And Jay,
joint.
where can people go online to find all this information out?
Well, they can go to obviously our Facebook page, Dropshot Band. We're actually working on when Jason comes in here, he's working on our new website, so we'll have our new website
Very cool.
that he's doing. That'll
Right.
be up and running pretty
we
soon.
want to make sure people can find you and get your information.
Yeah, and if they
Right.
go to Bourbon Street, I'm sure Bourbon Street's page has everything from the show put up there too.
Right.
SOULIDIUM, we got all our flyers and stuff like
And
that.
actually, on the event that I posted for tonight's show, I also put the poster for October 12th on there.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's helping, and all our friends, are sharing everything too. So, I mean, the word's getting out. It's been, once it leaks and it gets out, I mean, the word of mouth, to me, spreads quicker than, anything. It's like wildfire.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Word of mouth is definitely great for a band when it's just coming out of the gate. And you guys started out really good. You came out strong.
yeah.
And
then we took a little break because we got into the studio to work on our first single, Escape. So we're almost done with that. That's going to be mixed and mastered here pretty soon, and that'll be on iTunes to be released and stuff. Then once we get that weekend run done, we'll be back in the studio working on with more stuff now that we got the new lineup, bringing Nick and CJ in, and working on some new stuff, and hopefully getting the record done, which, it's going to take a couple months. It's going to take some hard work. But
Yeah, people don't understand how long it actually takes to make music. They want it now.
They want it yesterday.
They see
That's
you,
what they want.
and a lot of people don't realize what you see coming out as new is actually like 6 months old to like the musicians.
Right.
Because
by the
that's
time
how
you're-
it works.
By the time
you're
you're done recording it, you're already tired of it.
oh yeah, you're tired of it, and
you're off to the next
yeah,
project.
you're off.
to
You're
starting
waiting
new
on the
stuff.
next record already, and it's just now being marketed. So, I mean, explain how that process goes a little bit for you guys.
I
I mean, in the studio.
Well, for us now, bringing in Nick and CJ, they're obviously playing catch up.
Right, of course. Yeah.
CJ lives in Orlando, so right now he's really just like coordinating things with Nick on, who's playing what parts. I have the solo, you have the coloring, or I have the rhythm, you have the lead. So they're working that sort of thing out right now before CJ comes this weekend, and then we're going to have a little rehearsal with him before we play, Saturday, so we can kind of just iron things out, make sure, okay, everybody's doing this, doing that. But we're already been, this past week with Nick. So 4 of us out of the 5, we're rehearsing 4 hours a night.
Right.
Like we did tonight and last night, because we just got our new unit. So now we're able to hit.
Right now, you
4 or
guys
5
got
hour
your official
rehearsals.
warehouse rehearsal space.
Yeah, we just got our place
Very cool.
earlier last week. So it's great because normally before, we're just bouncing at Jason's house where we're only rehearsing maybe for an hour and a half.
Right.
That hour and a half block
Before the law
compared to
shows
4
up.
hours, it's not even close, especially for vocally, because now having CJ
Well,
and
now you
Nick.
can really work the parts out.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's what
not
we
like
did really
it's not
tonight.
Like, not like a bum rush where
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, it's okay. We got, 80 minutes to get this done.
Yeah.
You got to try to like get the whole set
Yeah,
in.
and that's really like last night was all the music and the instruments. Tonight we really just focused on the vocals and the harmonies and the melodies together, working out the parts and stuff like that, where everything kind of blends and mixes together. But that's the whole thing, like you're talking about. You're in the studio. I mean, everybody's working too, so it's like you work a full-time job. Then it's like, okay, let's get together. Let's spend 3 hours, 4 hours together from 7 to 10 or 7 to 11. Then it's go home, kind of wind down a little bit, and
Right,
then
yeah.
boom, you're off to the next day, man.
Yeah.
There's no stopping, and we're doing this every day, which I'm sure everybody is.
Well,
I mean,
and see,
that's the
thing.
nature of the beast.
A lot of people still have that, like, as old as it is, that LA mentality where, like, rock stars just, wake up and drink a beer and, like, go to practice. And, a lot of people don't know that these guys have regular jobs and they're, like, doing everything they can to juggle everything to
Right.
create this music and still be this band You know, I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, like, what would you say to those people that think you wake up and drink a beer and you go to practice?
Well,
Yeah.
we kind
It would be great, right? If you could do.
that would be the life, but I don't drink that much anyway. I got to stay in shape. You
Right.
know, I'm representing not only just my band itself and our name, but I'm also representing all the companies that endorse me.
Of course, yeah.
Crush Drums, Peisty Cymbals, Evans Drumheads, Sleek Audio, and Excel Drumsticks.
Of course.
So and
yeah.
then
there's a certain amount of
and
responsibility.
then the
that comes
Diesel
along with
brand
that.
itself.
Of course,
you
yeah.
know. So I mean, I
I'm
tried
still
to
waiting on
hold.
those diesel, G-strings.
Diesel dongs.
Yeah, diesel thongs.
do you got
I'm
diesel
wait-
dongs?
my clothing line is being worked on as we speak.
Oh, you really? You gonna do your own merchandise?
Well, the Diesel line is already patented, so I think I have to talk with them to see actually what I can actually get away with.
I just put a
So-
J in front of it. J. Diesel.
That's
JD? No, just
whatever-
J
just
Diesel.
J Diesel.
just
Yeah.
Diesel.
So
why not?
yeah, man, it's a lot of fun, man. I mean, I just try to represent myself and all the companies that I've been blessed to be with at the highest, you know, the highest respect given, and just put out a good name and, you know, be responsible, you know, and just surround myself with good people. I mean, I've always been like that, you know. I mean, we've been friends for a long time, and look,
Yeah.
if I didn't start with this dude right here, some people have no idea. Look at this dude
Yeah.
right here. You kidding me?
Yeah, everybody. We were talking off camera, and I made the comment. It's like, dude, if you put the two of us in a room together to a blind taste test, people that never knew us,
Yeah.
and said, what do these two guys have in common?
No.
It'd be a total fail.
Forget about
It'd
it.
be a fail.
You wouldn't think. right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, so I mean,
Jay and I go way back, dude. We played music. We sweated together. We bled together. We basically cut our teeth together a little bit, and
Yeah.
you know, it's awesome the fact that we're still working together. I still see him he's sitting here doing. I'm like a proud papa, you know. I've been playing music for a while. He's been playing music for a while, and you know, we happened to get together in a band, and now he's on his own way, and I couldn't be more happy,
Thank you,
know,
man.
to see him doing well.
I appreciate that, buddy.
Very cool.
That's what it's all about, like we talked about.
So now, how many
before,
years
man.
ago was it that you guys played in the same band?
Let me see.
Oh,
Look,
turn-
don't
turn
age
back
me
the
right
clock.
now,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Let me
4
see.
years. 4 years.
No, it's longer than that, dude. I was
Is
with
it?
Crossbreed from 2007 to about 11.
Now you're aging
And then
me.
I was with Wicked after that, and then now with Dropshot. So that was probably 2005
6?
maybe. Yeah, 2004, 2005. Yeah, because we played for almost about a year together.
Yeah.
So now I want to see pictures from
So
them. That's
Oh,
awesome.
there's-
I look-
Actually, there's some cool
Yeah.
video out there.
Yeah.
Actually, with Diesel in the band, we did some things that we were
Because
never
I don't think a
able-
lot of people know that you were in Sister Kill Cycle.
No,
No,
because he
that's-
doesn't talk about it much.
Oh,
That's like
Look,
that.
I think we
that's
touched.
bullshit.
That's like the
man.
black sheep.
That's
we,
bullshit.
We did touch on it during one of the first interviews
correct.
that I did with Jay.
That's correct.
And we touched on it and we kind of talked about it. But I think a lot of people were kind of shocked when they found out because they didn't remember him from being in the band.
Well, and because most of what we did, honestly, was down south. I mean, we did a
Yeah.
lot of South Florida.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to beep up our market.
Here's my
down
boys.
there.
Sorry to interrupt you guys.
We got the boys coming in. There's no interruption. Everybody's welcome.
What's going on, man? Good to
Big
see
show,
you,
How
big
are you,
show.
brother?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
It's been a while.
We got 3 more fifths of Dropshot now.
Yeah, we
Yes,
got
sir.
we
Yeah,
got
we
a
have
drop
4
shot in the
fifths.
house.
4
Four
fifths of drop
fifths in
shot.
the house.
So yeah, I mean, we go back a long ways, man, and yeah, because at first, like the first couple months, we were just writing and doing stuff together and just rehearsing, and then we did a little run for a couple of months, and then we played a pretty big show with the guys from Orange Sky that came over, and that's when the guys from Crossbreed, you know, kind of recruited me.
Stole him.
Right.
So
Stole him.
stole him for right from
Stole
You
that
stole him.
bitch.
So, yeah. So I mean, look, things happen for a reason, man. Timing is everything. But I mean, we've always been friends, and
I have
you know,
nothing bad to say about our time together. It
No,
was a
it was
blessing.
good,
It was godsend. It was.
Yeah,
was
and I
a
mean,
really
if it wasn't
good
for that, I
time.
mean, that's what started.
Well, you know
that's what got me
when,
back into
we,
the scene.
we also kind of talked about it when remember when I was raffling off the Kiss pinball machine?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you were
yeah,
saying
yeah.
how they kind of tied in because of crossbreed with the makeup,
Yeah.
assist the kill cycle with the makeup and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about it a couple of times.
Well,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
you
if it
got
wasn't
some
for
love,
us,
biatch.
if it wasn't for us, they saw him playing for us, and they was like, "That's the drummer
That's
we
the
want."
dude we want.
Hey, I
And
can't.
you're okay because you've done the same thing.
Well, of course, I've done the same thing. That's what anybody in
Yeah.
this industry does. You
Right.
go out and you look and you find the characters in the bands that
That's how you found
they
your
just
current
don't
drummer.
fit, but that guy fits with me, and I'm gonna
Right.
snatch him up. And that's no skin off mine or Jay's back.
Right, yeah.
Crossbreed had more to offer at the time, and they were doing some stuff. And like I said, when he came to us and said it's what he's going to do, there was no hard feelings. We were at Jay's house, and like a man, he
Big
came up and said,
barbecue,
"This is what I'm going to
barbecued
do.
out.
We're going to do this. We're still family, and we've
And
remained."
they got a great drummer too, man. they
we've
got
remained
E-Rock,
family.
man. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
they've been solid ever since too. So, it goes hand in hand, man. And like you talked about, there's so many good musicians.
Well, I think a lot of
in this
times
area.
when, especially when you leave on good terms and everything's amicable, sometimes it winds up that you wind up with two great bands. When one guy kind of,
Well,
kind
or-
of spreads the talent out a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
wouldn't know Jay if not for Sister Kill Cycle. I met Jay when I was playing with SOULIDIUM at the State Theater, and he was with Crossbreed, but started with you because Crossbreed found him from you guys. So
Yeah.
it's one big happy family.
I'm a
One
free
big
agent.
orgy.
Not anymore though.
That's
I'm
the other
signed.
thing.
You signed now?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. That's good.
So, Jason, let's talk a little bit more about this party you got going on Saturday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
What you want to know? Oh, sorry, that's
We-
Weasel's
we-
line.
we-
What you wanna know?
Tell us
we
about
said
it. Give us
Boom.
details,
No, Boom
man.
is his line.
Tell it.
Yeah, it's going to be up at Bourbon Street this
Yeah.
Saturday. We've got a killer lineup. We've got Best Day Ever. I don't know if you guys know that band, but it's one of the newest bands in the area that's doing
Right.
some real eclectic. It's
Yeah,
got-
we were supposed to have one of the members here tonight, right?
Yeah, Lauren's on her way. I
Oh, is
think.
she coming? Cool.
Yeah, she said she was on her way.
Lauren O'Neill.
No,
I don't
be
know
a
what.
long drive for her. But yeah, so Best Day Ever is going to start it off, just warm up the crowd, while everybody's
Yeah,
getting in.
they're doing like an acoustic set,
We're
right?
gonna do an acoustic thing. Lauren's a real intense singer, like a real strong vocalist. So she knows how to carry a crowd even with the acoustic and the piano and shit. So it's really cool.
Awesome.
Thought it would be something totally different, but still fitting.
Right.
And then we'll have SOULIDIUM, which you guys will see later. And then we'll go on, and Consinity will close the show. Wayne's band here, and we're so excited because it's gonna start us off. I'm most excited because of this circle that I was just talking about. This dynamic of circle. I've known Wayne for I don't know how long now. Wayne was what Consinity was.
We played with Wayne for God, I don't know how many shows. I mean, back in the Boomers days, the
Oh,
heyday,
wow.
yeah. And
When I first moved up
Yeah.
here, I met Mike McKnight and SOULIDIUM in Lauderdale when I lived in Miami.
Oh, okay.
That's how long I've known them.
right.
So when I moved up to Tampa, they had moved up to Tampa, but Wayne and Consinity was one of the first acts I ever met up here.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
and that's
Good.
been
Wayne
5
and
years ago.
his guys are always like they've always like reached out to like the community and the bands and like done shows together. And I mean you honestly, I mean, if you say anything about this community, you have to say, dude, Consinity has been one of the bands that just they pull people on shows and they do shows together. I mean, they help get bands out there.
Oh, absolutely. That's
That's
why Wayne and I have been trying to hook up for a while now. They're recording an album, and I've been trying to get them on the bill with us. And then so the other thing that I'm most excited about though is our new lineup. I mean, it's come full circle. We've got Nick Key in the lineup now doing some. We've got 4-part harmonies.
Yeah,
on the
we
vocals.
were talking about that.
It's a ridiculous amount of talent. I mean, I'm the luckiest guy in the band world because most bands struggle to keep one singer, get a good singer, hold on to them, and we've got these guys together right here, man. It takes a lot of pressure off. That's why I'm a little hoarse right now because we were working
Yeah.
vocal
Now,
harmony.
did you start out? You started out Dropshot, right?
Yeah, that was my brainchild. I started as a drummer and I'd play bass for the Genitorturers and I play guitar for a few different acts, but this one was it's all original, kind of from my head. But yeah.
Very cool.
Right. So
Yeah.
when did you decide you wanted to like hire on another singer?
Well, we were going to hold auditions for another guitar player because I wanted a dual guitar thing. And then Nikki and I crossed paths, and then my boy CJ from Familiar Sin over in Orlando had been talking and writing for a long time. Nikki comes in. I hate auditioning musicians because I always feel bad. I'm like, well, you
Yeah.
didn't get the part. And even Wayne, he's like,
Yeah,
dude,
we'll-
how come you
we'll-
didn't
we'll
hit me
call
up,
you.
man? Let me know what's up. I was like, we already have 2 guys. No, but and then it was impulsive. We were at my house, and I was like, hey guys, I don't think I want to choose. Let's just bring them both in, and I'll stop playing guitar and just sing. And it stuck, man. Nikki's a badass singer, so it's really nice to
Right.
have him on board.
Cool. Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's this Saturday, and it's gonna. I think
Crazy
the doors.
lineup, man.
It's $7, but here's the deal: since we're poor motherfuckers, it's gonna be a fundraiser,
Right.
and because we're trying to book.
Yeah, explain to the people how this whole thing is going to work.
Well, basically, what I've done, I handle all the booking for the band, and I've got us lined up from now through the end of the year. Solid 3 months, a full-on Florida run, man, giving everything we got to dominate Florida, top to
Right.
bottom, east to west. And this is going to kick it off. We're trying to raise as many funds as we can to just pad that and then hit the road. I've brought in bands that I know from the northern region, north and Midwest, and I'm bringing them down, kind of doing the footwork for them so that when we head that way, they'll do the footwork for us. So
Right, yeah.
that's kind of what we're working on, take it one little area at a time, one state at a time. So this is going to launch that. This is going to be the season, our touring season for the winter.
Awesome.
That's
So-
pretty smart, actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Smart. A lot of bands.
It's a great
A lot
idea.
of bands try to like go out and expand right off the bat,
And
like
the
travel
fun-
as far as they can,
Mhm.
and they come home with their tails tucked between their legs because they weren't prepared for what the road has for them out there. And it's, I mean, you read a lot of literature, it'll tell you consensual circles,
Yeah.
expanding outward
Yep.
is how bands start expanding, and that's you've got the brains to make it happen. That's
Thanks, sir.
exactly what you should do.
Yeah,
Dominate
absolutely,
one
absolutely.
area and then go
And
on
then
to
spread
the
out
next.
to the next,
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
And then when
absolutely.
I think it's always good for a band to get out of their hometown and their home area and travel outside of it, because I think when you come back, the fans that are here at your home base have an all new appreciation for you.
It's a homecoming, man.
You know what I mean? And
Well,
I think
you,
it's
you
good.
hope
Wait for
you
them to
hope
come
they
back.
do.
Well, you
You hope they do.
usually you hope they do. Good.
You hope they do. Don't stay gone too long,
Don't stay gone too long.
Like
right?
who?
especially around
Yeah.
here in this area.
Oh wow, yeah.
Well, they're not going to be gone for very long. This is a little mini tour that you're doing right now.
Just
and
the 3 months, man. We're with maybe Mondays and Tuesdays for rest days or travel days or whatever. But the key is to to get these bands. My slogan that I live by is that I feel like I'm only as strong as the music scene in which I support.
now the first time
And
the first
so-
time I heard about anything like what you're doing was actually more on a national level. That remember the band Keel?
Oh yeah, Ron Keel. Yes.
Yeah. Well, the Ron Keel, they put out a new Keel album, and what he did is they didn't want to go through a major label and all that stuff, so they went and they did a fundraiser where they offered packages to the fans.
Yeah,
And if
that
you-
was like the early days of the
Yeah.
Kickstarter program.
Yeah,
and no,
social
but
funding.
this is recent.
It was Keelstar.
This is
Oh,
actually
Keel started.
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah, it was. Yeah, this is actually over the last year.
Oh,
And,
well, it's
uh,
probably Kickstarter then.
yeah.
So
And
strike
so,
my comment. He's gay.
And so what he did is he made it where if fans paid a certain amount of money, they got a little bit extra
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And the
They
whole
got signed underwear.
they got signed underwear or whatever they got.
Well, with the new
It's,
business model.
But this
of
is
the-
cool
the
to be
music
doing on a
business,
local level.
Dude, the whole business model has to change. With CD sales being out the window, now it's all about the fan base and the fan club and what they get for being part of supporting you. It's not just a normal, hey, go to a show, buy a T-shirt. And now, the money, for me, the money is in the fan club.
Right.
It's that personal interaction and relationship. And all day long, man, I've been on Facebook all day long, email at a time, personal emails, sending them out to all of our friends one by one.
That's the way to do
It
it.
takes forever, but it gets a great reaction.
But it's more personal.
It is.
And I think you get a better response from it.
Yeah, and if there's any other bands out there that want that service, I only charge $20,000
That's
an
it.
hour.
Oh, yeah. And
That's it.
I mean, if you look back, let's look back to the early days. Walt Disney was a genius.
Oh, absolutely.
People paid every day to come in his park and enjoy his rides and all the things he had there. But what was he famous for? The Mickey Mouse Club.
That's right.
everybody wanted a Mickey Mouse Club. And you got Mickey Mouse ears, and you were a Mickey. What would they call it?
Sure, mouse
A
guitars.
Mouseketeer. There you go.
Yeah.
You had your own like term
Yep.
to what you're
Part of a
saying.
private club.
You're part of
It
a
is.
private
It
club
is.
to
Ownership.
where you
Yeah, it's
know
ownership.
you could go to the park, to the shows, and see the band. But why not be part of the club? The exclusivity of that is what I think people nowadays, with the economy the way it is, really grab hold of.
Well,
Because
they have something tangible. Because
exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like
absolutely.
what you guys are doing is, when people are donating money or whatever for this fundraiser, you're also giving stuff back, right? They get certain.
Oh yeah,
things
we're gonna
for it.
a 50-50 raffle. We're gonna raffle off. We've got some free ink work coming from CJR Razi, our guitar
Oh,
player.
cool.
He's a tat artist with Atomic Tattoos. We're gonna be raffling off a guitar package from the band, a bunch of goodies from Seminole Music and Ace High Printing's gonna throw in with us. So it's not gonna be just giving us money. It's gonna be donating to your music scene. You know,
Right.
donating to the cause of a rock band just trying to set off a national fire.
Awesome.
Right, Nikki?
I'm agreeing
Say
100%.
something, man. I feel bad. I'm hard tonight.
Yeah, say
We're
something.
going to get a club going.
You're gonna get your own club.
the Nikki's House Club.
Yeah.
And
There
that's
you go.
Gabe, in case you guys
the
don't know.
Nicketeers.
No, nobody knows.
The Nicketeers.
Yeah, why not? Give it a shot. You know, let's
Yeah.
back up a little bit. We were talking a little bit, kind of touched on Consinity. So, Wayne, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the band.
Hi, my name is Wayne Height. I started the band in 2005. I feel like we have the best lineup to date. We are actually currently in the studio, working on our full album, hopefully to be released early next year. Really looking forward to playing with Dropshot and SOULIDIUM this weekend. We got one more show after that on the 19th, and then we're going back into the studio to finish mixing and mastering.
Very cool. How would you describe Consinity's music?
I would describe a little bit as metal and hard rock combination.
Okay.
We have some other influences as well, melodies, harmonies, vocally and guitar-wise, dueling solos.
Oh, very cool.
So.
And I think we have a video and a track. Were we able to actually get that loaded yet? We'll try to get around to it in a little
That's it, you're
bit.
fired, Eddie.
And so
That's Slam
we'll
right
try,
there.
We'll try to get
Slam.
Slam.
That's DJ Slam.
No, it's just DJ Slam now.
Who's this Eddie you guys are talking about?
Oh, it's just
I don't
Eddie.
know.
Oh,
I don't know.
said Eddie.
I don't know that
That's
guy.
his alter
Slam.
ego.
Oh,
DJ
alter ego.
Slam, formerly DJ Slam
DJ
Durango.
Slam.
That's it.
AKA.
I
Hit
told
it right.
I told him, instead of having
We
to
said
worry
Eddie.
about dropping names, like we're doing the website now. So I said, we're gonna have different categories for the photos. So I said, it'll be like I'll have my pictures, and then we'll have a category for DJ Slam Durango. And he's like, no, it's
not
just
Durango.
DJ Slam.
Yeah.
I said, well, we're gonna have to actually, hyphenate it or something to make it where, so people.
It's
know
actually
when
going to
they-
be a symbol,
I
and it's
see.
just going to be a
So that was
club.
my-
Oh,
that
so
was-
he's like
One
Prince
big
now.
club.
that was-
formerly
He's as
known
big
as-
as Prince.
Yeah, he ruined.
Yeah.
Who
Who
the
the
ruined
fuck is
my
this guy?
lead in here.
Dude, he
I
drives a
actually-
Mercedes. It's
my
DJ Slam
suggestion-
Mercedes. Is what
Let,
it is.
let's just, instead of worrying about having to drop names,
Just do a symbol.
just change it to a symbol.
Just a symbol.
Like
So,
he's
like
fucking
Prince,
Madonna.
So he's gonna have like a big club,
So it's
and it
gonna-
just be a club. You see that
DJ
club?
Madonna.
It's DJ Slam.
DJ Slam.
You-
That's it.
I'm going to have pictures of cavemen dragging women. That's what I'm going to
I
have.
like that.
Little clan of the cave bear action. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
That might-
All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to bring on SOULIDIUM?
Well, I wanted to actually play the Consinity video and then bring in SOULIDIUM.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah,
So-
you don't always get what you want.
Because you can't always get
what
now,
you
want.
There you go. Keep it going.
try.
We got like we got like there you go. We got like 7 singers at the table.
I got like
No,
two.
not
I got
not
two
one
discs
Hey,
in here.
we are
What?
not
Which one
doing
do I
the
put up?
intro.
JC, I
Yeah.
got 2 discs in here. Which one do you want?
Oh,
The one that says videos.
Alrighty.
Wayne, get on the mic.
Is
Video
it
count.
is it written in English or is there like hieroglyphics
video.
on there? 'Cause-
Hieroglyphics. I love that.
Yeah.
This
What are
day
we
and
about
age.
to hear?
Yeah.
What are we about to hear?
This is our first single
Yeah.
called Sea of Lonely. That's
Sea
a
of
music
Lonely?
video that we recorded earlier this
it's
year.
It's gonna take a few seconds.
Yeah, we're
actually,
gonna-
then more.
So
how
tell
long you
tell
guys
us a
been
little bit about the song,
Yeah.
like the background of the song.
Well, my current singer, Bo Brady, wrote the lyrics, in a previous band. When he came down to Consinity, I wrote some music to it, and ever since then we decided to make that our first single. I'm not sure what the personal meaning was that he came
You
up
don't-
with it,
okay.
but
He didn't tell you.
yeah,
You weren't privy.
I wasn't listening.
It's a
Probably.
secret.
Privy
You weren't-
to
you
that
weren't listening.
information.
You didn't know it was actually about you.
Yeah.
He'll figure it
Lead singer
out. He'll
disease.
figure it
Where
out
is
now
it?
when we
This
listen
is
back
his
to it.
story.
You know, I think we got it now.
All right, we're good to go.
So, name of the song again?
Sea of Lonely.
This is Sea Lonely, Consinity, right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
Turn it up. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
We're coming back.
We are live
Turn it up.
on the
So,
Hellraisers Ball.
That was
We had
the
some
quickest
audio.
video we ever saw.
Technical issues,
You can see it on our website too.
but we'll try to get back to it. We'll
Yep.
get it back up in a minute if we can. Yeah, we got to bring Solidium
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get out of here. Hey, thanks,
Oh,
guys. Thanks
we're
for
gonna
having
bring
us.
them in at the
Peace.
end.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and let
So we
those
got,
guys come in and chat with
So
you.
Jason?
Dropshot is going to
Jason,
drop
yeah, man.
drop
Good
out.
night, man.
Thanks,
Thanks
brother.
for dropping by.
And Gabe
Yeah,
didn't say anything.
we'll see you at.
He
He
said
said
all
one
night, he didn't
thing.
say
You
anything.
can't
Did he
see
say
Gabe.
one
He's
thing?
got some shades on.
I like the
Yeah.
shades.
He hasn't said a word all night. He's
Gabe
got
is
like
just
that
sitting there
whole
all. He's like a
thing
rock
going.
god
He's
over there.
serious.
He's like
No,
looking
he's
all
not allowed to
cool.
say
and-
Over there.
What? Where?
Hey, we'll
This
see
is
you
over
at
there.
Bourbon Street, man, for you guys' show.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be there.
On the 25th.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to talk about my show. I'm the co-host.
Oh.
Now wait a minute. You guys gonna stick
Shut your
around
mouth.
until?
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Straighten up.
Sure.
You gonna hang
Sure,
out?
stick around.
Because isn't Lauren from
Yeah,
Best Day
Laura's
Ever?
still on her
Okay.
way, so.
All
Yeah,
right,
we'll
so
stick around.
so
We'll
stick
let these
around
guys
and
come in.
we'll bring you guys back in
Yeah.
a little bit later on.
I want to hear the song before I get
I
out.
want. Yeah, that's what I wanted to.
You're,
do.
Can I hear the song, please?
you're not hearing.
So-
You're not hearing the song, Slim.
DJ Sham. Come on, man, fix it.
Oh, okay. You got to rip it. Okay.
So we're gonna go
Let us
ahead
know when
and
you got it up
take
so
a
we can
break.
go
In
back
the
in and
in the
check it out.
meantime, let's talk to Wayne a little bit about how people could find out more about the band. I know you guys got a Facebook page, correct?
Yeah, I also made our official website. It's at consinityonline.com.
Very cool.
So everything's on there.
Very cool. And so if they go to consinityonline.com, they'll find links to Facebook, the Twitter page.
Yeah,
all that kind
Facebook,
of-
Twitter,
all
YouTube.
all the links are right on there.
All the social networks.
And that's the way to do it.
biography videos.
Very cool.
Quite a few stuff on there that.
And so personally, who would you say like your major influences are?
Mine personally, I actually started playing music because of Guns N' Roses primarily.
Okay, see, that's cool.
Which
And,
album?
mainly Slash.
Which
Axl.
which album? Got to be Appetite for Destruction. Right?
Honestly, I love all of them.
Yeah.
But Appetite was the first one
Well,
that got
yeah.
me into it, of course.
I think that was the first album for a lot of people.
It was. I mean, it dates our age, but
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's-
why I gave him the album choice.
Yeah.
As
I,
far
I,
as
I remember for me like that album changed a lot for me musically.
Two
because-
songs off that album really blew my mind. Of course, Welcome to the Jungle.
Of course. Right from that opening.
Right from the fucking opening, getting off that bus, because that was me.
Yeah.
I came to Tampa, Florida, like that, when I was very young.
Came
I
off
got
the
off
Greyhound,
I
looking-
got off
looking
the
around, see
Greyhound
which way you were
bus.
gonna go.
I had a silver guitar case with a white Kramer Focus, 2000, 4000.
Oh wow.
In the
I still have
case.
a Kramer
I
Focus
slept
1000.
on that case in North Carolina. I was 16 years old.
You
I
still
got
got the
off.
guitar?
No, unfortunately, I pawned that bitch. But yeah, just like that video, I got off the Greyhound bus here. I had $5 to my name, nothing else, and it was make or break.
Right.
You know, and
That's why he pawned the guitar after that.
that's why I
Oh,
pawned
yeah.
the guitar, because I couldn't make it.
That's why you pawned the guitar, and that's why
When he found Jay Diesel.
that's why you're still just singing.
Yeah, that's why I gave up playing the guitar and started singing.
Yeah. Yeah. Necessity is the mother of invention. That's what they say. You know, I still have my first decent guitar I ever bought was a metallic red Kramer Focus 1000, and I actually still have it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You could drop that fucking guitar off a building and still
Oh,
plays.
dude, they were awesome as guitars. I don't know, honestly.
Seymour
I don't-
Duncan.
I don't know
pickup.
why, how far back I should go in like the history here. I feel like Nikki Sixx on that talk show, but Mike Hill, like one of our old guitar players, we went to a NAMM. I think it was 2006, 2007, and Eddie Kramer, the owner of Kramer Guitars, came up to him and asked him to try out this new Kramer guitar, and he turned it down because he didn't know who Kramer guitars were. The guy had a prototype guitar and wanted my guitar player to check it out and maybe possibly get an endorsement with him, and he turned it down because he didn't know who the fuck Kramer guitars were. What an idiot.
Right,
yeah, what
exactly.
an idiot, dude.
What an
I
idiot.
mean,
could you imagine?
I mean,
I mean, to this day, there's still people that swear by the original Kramer
Look,
guitar.
if there's any
You know,
damn company
just like
that's,
Chauvel,
that's
it's like
represented at NAMM, play their shit.
yeah, obviously, yeah.
I was endorsed with companies already, but other companies were trying to get me to bounce from my company to
Yeah, of
theirs.
course, yeah.
Oh, come check this, come sit on this, play that. Yeah, I'd smash the shit out of it, but
Yeah.
still
You're not
wasn't the
you're not
same.
necessarily going to
There's-
switch.
Yeah,
But you at least give it
still check it out.
Yeah, give it a
You
shot.
know, and you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what opportunities you can fall into, man. So,
do not underestimate, when someone walks up to you and says, "Hey, check out my shit," because
yeah, you never know.
you
Never
never
know
know.
what you come across.
I mean,
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stories like that where, like famous musicians that. No, it's not going to happen right now.
It's not gonna happen right now.
Okay.
all right, so
We'll bring the other guys
Okay.
in. I'm gonna bounce.
Well, we'll try to reformat it. You gonna stick around a little bit?
Yeah, I'll stick
we'll
around.
hang out for a
Wayne,
little
you
bit.
gonna be here
Bring
for a
the other
while?
guys
Yeah, I'll
up.
stick
all
around.
right, we can get
But,
it. We can get it up to speed. We'll bring
Our
you back
show,
on.
Dropshot, Consinity, best day ever, Solidium, Bourbon Street this Saturday.
Who says
Yeah.
it's gonna be the best day
Wicked
ever?
ass night. It's going to be the best day ever this year.
That's right.
2013. It's
October
2014.
12. Doors
right
open.
around the corner.
Doors open at what time? 7 p.m.
Is it 7 or 8?
I think it's at 7.
Are they
on the-
tickets or is it doors? Is it?
$7, I think. At the
Well,
door.
that
At
was
the
that was
door.
my
The
next
door,
question.
yeah.
Can people
Yes.
buy
I believe so.
tickets directly from the bands or just show?
I don't. We don't.
What?
I don't have any. We
Oh,
don't
okay.
have any. So I think
Okay.
it's probably.
I think it's just at the door from what I
Okay,
heard.
just at the door.
Look, it's only
okay,
$7,
that's cool.
man. And then, like I said, we got all these other great prizes and raffles. So, look, everybody brings a couple extra bucks, man. Help us out. You never know what you could possibly win. And we're gonna have a great time.
Hey,
Everybody's
I want to
gonna
win.
put on a great
I'm
show,
coming.
man.
I
It's
want to
gonna be
win
great.
something.
There you go.
So,
I want to win something,
well,
even
if
if
you don't
it's
win
the
anything,
ugliest
I'll give you a
dude.
signed Jay Diesel drumstick. How about that?
And Hellraisers Ball is going to be there not only in support, but Jason asked if we would also stream and record some of the video from the show.
Yeah, and
So-
I'm probably going to co-host
Yeah,
with
yeah.
JC
It's
over
gonna be
here.
sick,
That'll
It's
be
gonna a
cool.
great
We could
time.
actually do like
Yeah.
a
I-
live.
If you guys like this, let us know because we were talking about it
If we
a
like
minute
what?
ago. JC and
Looking
Raven
at you and
Chain.
talking to you?
JC and RC.
Raven
There you go.
Chain.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty badass.
He's all right.
Solidium.
Bring Solidium in here. Then you got what's her name? Singer from Best Day Ever.
You want to bring her in real quick?
Sure.
And
Peace out,
we'll
y'all.
have,
See
we'll
you
have,
at
we'll
Bourbon
have
Street
Jason,
Saturday.
See you
Jason
Saturday.
bring her in.
JC, you just want the girl all to yourself.
Why not?
Diesel.
I'll share.
Brother. Hey, don't split. We're going to bring you back on.
Hey,
right?
Wayne, stick around. That way, when we get the video running,
Yeah, we're going to
we'll bring you back in
on.
and talk a little bit more.
Oh, damn. What a treat.
Yeah.
I come bearing gifts.
Oh, very good. Thank
Oh.
you very much.
Muchas gracias,
I like your new one,
señorita. What they say?
Frothy beverage?
Muy caliente?
They can if they want.
You like them?
I would love one actually.
Thanks.
We always love our guests when they come bringing gifts.
Absolutely.
Usually we bear the gifts, but today, I guess we got lucky, JC.
Yeah, we did. So, Lauren, tell us a little bit about Best Day Ever, because now I just got exposed to your band yesterday.
Okay.
So, I listened to a few songs on your YouTube player
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But for the people that are watching Hellraisers Ball that aren't familiar with you guys, tell us a little bit about the band, style-wise.
Okay. We're a 5-piece sort of concept rock
Very cool.
So
So-
is it heavy?
It can be. It depends on the
Well-
moment. That's
Well,
the-
now from what I heard, because I listened to a few of the songs, and I just kind of let it play and tried to get familiar with it. There's a lot of different textures in the music, right? It's like it could go from like more subtle, almost like radio-friendly pop rock type stuff,
Oh yeah.
to heavier, right?
And we tried to plan
So-
it that way, just so that we, kind of get everyone interested. So.
That's cool. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool that you have that much diversity in your music, because a
Yeah.
lot of bands today are scared of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a one track. We're gonna be like
You know,
death metal or heavy metal or
that's a good point.
You know?
And if you go back to some of the bands, especially bands from the '60s, okay, you had bands like the Who and Led Zeppelin, and they never followed the same script.
it's because they were
style-wise, like,
they were paving the roads.
They like
I mean,
ran
they
the,
were
ran the gamut, all different stuff.
Yeah.
Even the Beatles.
yeah. I mean, they all drew from the old blues, the Muddy Waters and stuff like that, and.
So nobody says that just because you have a modern band that you have to stick to one specific style. I think a lot of bands think they have to kind of fit in with one thing or another. And,
Unfortunately, yeah, I see that a lot nowadays.
and that's cool. I mean, if you're like one of those bands that identifies with a genre, and you have something to offer with that, that's cool to be able to do that.
yeah.
But for other bands, if you have a lot of
But it's still
eclectic personalities and different influences, why not just throw it out there?
well, it's nice to see that diversity,
Right.
and like they've got going on. It's it's refreshing because one song will appeal to a certain audience, and another song might appeal to another audience, and it ties everybody together. That goes back to bringing everybody back together. It's all about music. It's about the love of music and the art of what we're doing, and I respect that highly.
Well, thank you. I mean, you hope that with, whatever gateway song appeals to whatever person, because they like that one song, they start listening to your whole album, and then their minds opened up to a whole different genre.
Yes.
And that gives other bands, then they start researching other bands that sound like that. And so you're able to focus on the community of music, which is incredibly important. So
Very
Yeah,
much
definitely.
so.
It is.
Very much so.
So now you're the vocalist in the band.
I'm one of two lead vocalists.
Okay,
in
that
the
was my
band.
next question.
Yeah. We have another vocalist. His name's Stuart. He also plays bass. And he's just fantastic. And the good thing about having a male and female vocalist, especially with concept music, is you can almost take rock music to an operatic place where you have, the female perspective and the male perspective and everything in between. So I really enjoy it, and he is absolutely phenomenal.
And I think there's a lot of bands that are kind of touching on that whole thing. You got Nightwish,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, Evanescence, Lacuna Coil.
Oh yeah, Evanescence is like
Yeah,
huge.
those are all like things that I've grown up with. So
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the history of you guys. Where'd you guys start, and what led you up to now?
well, we have kind of a strange, sort of unique start. The Best Day Ever was originally just a cover band, and it was way before I joined the band. It was with David and Stuart and a couple others, and so they were just doing the cover thing around town. And then they lost their singer, and they wanted to pursue doing cruise ships. So they got in contact with me. We got a cruise ship gig.
Oh, cool.
Did that for 6 months, and then we got so fed up with covers we never wanted to do it again.
How'd you like working on the cruise ship?
Did you get seasick?
I never got seasick. I got sick for many other reasons. But it had its ups and downs. You could drink for super cheap and party all night. So I enjoyed that. But you start to miss your family and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be home. But it gave us so much freedom to write our album. Like,
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
yeah, well, we
Because
was,
there's really nothing else to do besides,
no.
play music and drink and party and write songs, right?
Yeah, so we'd sneak into whatever theater was free and just start writing all night, which is, I miss that a little bit.
And what time period was this?
This took place in 2012, so January to July of
So
2012.
you guys are pretty new, like on the scene as far as.
Oh yeah, we're
getting
still
together as a
babies.
band.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, because fresh bands nowadays are like, it's nice to see.
Mhm.
You know, especially when you get a band like y'all's that has everything together. It's nice to see that everybody's like, I don't know, kind of learning from the music industry.
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
Right, of course. Yeah.
It's a fun experience, you know. It's incredibly unique. You can't do that anywhere else. So I love
Very
it.
true.
All right, so what's the whole lineup? You want to go
Uh,
ahead and throw out the
All
whole
right,
band?
I'm on keys and vocals, and Stuart's bass and drums. We have David Day on guitar, Disco on drums, and then we have a fantastic violin player, Doug Cates.
Awesome.
Cool. Violin player.
Oh yeah, he's, having everyone together. We have so many we have just so many layers to it. I love it. So
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear it. Now, you guys are going to be playing an acoustic set, correct?
we are
Right, this
Dropshot.
Dropshot show
on the
next.
12th.
Right,
Yeah, on the 12th.
Yeah, this Saturday.
I'm definitely there.
Yeah, it's gonna be badass.
I'm definitely
Good.
there.
I'll
And
be
and,
excited
and
to
I've
see you.
actually heard some really good things about you guys already. I heard the last time that you did an acoustic set, it was incredible. So I can't wait to check it out for sure.
Hopefully we exceed expectations on this one.
Yep. And if you don't, we'll have it on video.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. So
I think it's
where
gonna
where
be a
where can
badass show.
everybody find you guys? I mean, let's just say, we reach out to like everywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Where can people find you? Where can they find your music?
I mean, we do the typical Facebook thing, facebook.com/BDE band. And then we've got bestdayevermusic.com. You can find us
Oh,
there.
that's cool. That's your own official site.
That's it. It's all official.
You guys have merch there that people can get?
It's there. We don't have like an official store yet.
Okay.
But if you message us, on Facebook or whatever, or via the website, we'll find a way to get it to them. So.
Well, after this show, we pimped the show out, so you might have like a lot of orders coming in, especially after
absolutely.
see your pretty face on here.
Another thing that we're going to be making available to the bands that come on to Hellraisers Ball is we're going to have a link on there for a Hellraisers Ball shopping mall.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah, where bands can actually peddle their merch through the Hellraisers Ball website.
It's
And
gonna be
we'll-
like a store within
It'll be-
us
right.
through them.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
So like Sister Kill Cycle could have their own little.
So you
you
keep
know,
throwing those
section-
little things.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Let's
cool.
let's forget Sister Kill Cycle for a minute
And then
while I'm
of
here.
course like Best Day Ever.
Right,
you
DJ
guys
Slam?
can have your CDs, T-shirts.
You know,
if
can
you
I
want-
not just be Raven Chain without Sister Kill Cycle? That stigma is gonna carry me to the grave.
Weren't we here
We'll
2
we'll
weeks
just,
ago with that?
We'll just talk about Raven Chain.
Yeah, thank you. Let's
But I-
just talk
but I
about
know-
Raven Chain.
But I know a lot of
Raven.
people are probably going to be wondering after watching this: are you single, married,
I'm currently married.
currently married?
Of course she is.
Oh,
Look
everybody's
at what
heart
she's
just
wearing.
dropped.
So a lot of hearts just
Everybody
got
Sorry,
broken.
does.
guys,
Definitely.
And ladies.
And ladies, yeah.
Oh, look at she had to put the ladies in because this is 2013.
Absolutely.
Got to be politically correct.
You know,
Oh,
if
it's not
this
about being politically correct. I've got my history pre-marriage.
There you go.
Whoa.
Hey.
and that is what makes rock and roll interesting, people. Thank you for
That's
joining
rock
us,
and roll
Hero.
right there. And so, yeah, we're going to be able to. So, if you guys have merchandise that you want to make available through the website, we'll talk about that after the show. And
Very cool. Yeah.
yeah, and we're also going to do like an auction site where if you have any stuff that you want to auction off, as far as
Guitars,
right, guitars,
broken basses,
right.
cool stuff like that.
All right. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it should be cool. And
Well, no, it will be cool.
it will be cool.
It will be very cool.
It'll be epic.
I don't know if you want to say that. That's a little.
Yeah, my
That's a
that's
expectations
a little.
Right.
really
That's a
high
little.
now.
That's a little
Yeah,
tweeny.
It'll be cool, right? It'll be cool.
You know, it'll
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah, we'll just say
Yeah,
cool.
we'll just go with cool.
We'll go with cool for now.
DJ Slam, we're gonna have to get JC on the.
It's just going to be a slam of a time.
It's gonna
gonna
be
be a slam
of a
fest.
time.
Slam fest, yeah.
It's gonna be a
JC
slam
gets
fest.
5
Yes.
points off for lack of integrity.
There you go. I get 5 points taken off. But yeah, I think it's gonna be cool.
So next, are we going to play a video because we got 2 videos.
Well,
of
that was
SOULIDIUM.
that was my next question. Did we actually get the Consinity?
It's not
Well,
formatting.
Consinity's
no,
not. Do
I
we
thought it
have?
was
Do
already
we
in a
have
Windows
these
Media
guys?
video.
Yeah, I converted it before.
He said it was already pre-converted to Windows
to
Media.
FLV. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, you don't.
Absolutely.
If it's already in a WMV, you don't have to reconvert it.
I tried downloading it and it won't download.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So I guess we won't be playing that.
We're not gonna.
I've
play that.
tried all different ways. my
So
friend.
what we're gonna do is next week on the ball, we're gonna play the Consinity video because we're gonna take a week and figure it out. We're gonna get it worked out. And we're gonna play that, and we're dedicate it to you guys. So
Yeah, absolutely. We'll
next
play-
week the video's gonna play, and that'll give us leeway time to figure out all the technical crap that goes with this stuff.
You could have said
No.
bullshit.
Well, in the
You can
meantime,
say
it's on our
whatever you want.
website as
Well,
well.
you know, I'm trying to, like I said, I listen to Nikki Sixx like doing his thing, and I was like,
I know
how's
he
a-
doesn't.
How's a
curse.
rock star come on air and be a co-host? Because JC, you know, we're tight, we're good friends, and he's like, Raven, you got to come co-host this show with me. I'm like, you know, I've never done that before, but I think I could do it. You know, I like talking to people, and I'm pretty good as long as I got liquor in me. So, so yeah, I mean, I don't know where I was going with that, JC. Now it's you.
So for after October 12th, what gigs do you guys have coming up?
After October 12th, I believe we have one the following week. Oh, well, before October 12th, we do have a show at Detroit.
Oh,
on
Club Detroit.
Thursday. Club
St.
Detroit.
Petersburg.
This Thursday?
This Thursday. So that's
Th-
exciting.
Are you doing
Okay.
acoustic there or a live
no,
set?
we are going full out, balls to the wall, live sets.
Awesome.
Okay.
So they might have to peel me off the walls at this point.
And
so.
what's that? What's that going to cost our lovely listeners to see you guys at Detroit?
I believe that one's free.
That's a free
Is
show?
it free?
Yeah,
It's a free show.
I believe so. So
Well,
Have to
that's
go check it out.
awesome. So bring your asses out there because you don't want to miss this band
oh no.
Yeah, for sure.
for free. Are you kidding me? Get out there.
Well, hell yeah.
I like him. I think I'm going to take you everywhere now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna
like a
cost you.
Salesman.
it's going to
Yeah.
cost you something.
We'll figure something
Because
out.
We'll figure it out later.
Well,
Well, as my brother John used to say, we'll figure it out later.
Oh, heyo.
there you go. Well, yeah, so people get to check you out for free on Thursday, and then they could hear you play the acoustic set
I know.
at the Dropshot
they get
gig
the
on Saturday. They get the whole experience
Yeah,
within a couple of days.
exactly.
Can't beat that. That's pretty
Actually, that's
badass.
going to be awesome because people are going to come out and see you guys, and they're going to see like an intimate acoustic set at Bourbon Street. Awesome. You couldn't have planned any better. You guys are brilliant. You almost,
thank
it
you.
almost looks like you planned this shit out.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, happy coincidences.
So who's the marketing genius in the band?
The marketing, that would not be me. I
That
mean,
That would not be
that would
me.
not be me. We all kind of put our heads together. Stuart and David are definitely, the gurus on it at this
Oh, yeah?
point. Yeah. So.
Very cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys play, and definitely looking forward to having the whole band come on the show.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll do like a feature interview and stuff like that. So Wayne, post October 12th, do you got any gigs that are already planned out?
Yeah, we have one more at the local Revolt on October 19th, Minrig Hall in Largo, Florida.
Very
After
cool.
that, hopefully we're going to go back into the studio and work on that CD some more.
There you go. I can't wait to hear it.
So you got a
Actually, I can't
release
wait to
date
see the
yet?
video.
We're shooting for beginning of next year.
Do you guys
Like
have
what?
any
March?
videos?
We do have a video.
Hopefully by
You did?
February.
Video for
February?
Stars.
Cool, cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you guys should have that on here sometime.
Yeah, we should. As
Well-
a matter of fact, we'll plan on playing it next week. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
Look at that. Consinity,
it-
best day ever.
Yeah.
So
If
we already got
There you
2 videos
Like I
in the can
said,
for
if
next
everybody
week.
likes this shit, chime in, and I'll be here with JC more often. And
Yeah. And actually, we've already got a couple of things that are, scheduled to happen in the
he
weeks
says
ahead.
schedule.
So we will announce that as soon as we can. I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring SOULIDIUM in now. Are you guys going to hang out a little bit?
I think I'll be hanging out. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah,
nearby.
hang out a little bit, and we'll try to bring you on before the end of the show. How's that?
Sounds good.
Very cool.
Yeah, don't leave.
Okay. DJ Slam Durango, Let's bring in
Yeah.
SOULIDIUM.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Very quickly.
Yeah, and SOULIDIUM will be right in on the Hellraisers Ball tonight. This show coming up on October 12th at Bourbon Street is going to be kick-ass. These guys are going to be featured. And we're also going to be doing a feature interview with SOULIDIUM in the weeks ahead. There he is. Cool. Come on down. Awesome. So how you feeling tonight?
Feeling good, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Doing great. So I've actually been looking forward to having you guys on the show for a while now. So
I'm glad to be here, man.
yeah, I've actually been a fan of you guys now. Well, I moved to Tampa in January of 2005. I think you guys started like around what 2006,
2007.
2007.
Yeah.
And so, you know, pretty much since then I've actually, you know, been digging what you do. So for the people at home that don't know about SOULIDIUM, why don't you break it down for them and tell them a little bit about, you know, the vibe of the band and, you know.
Band started in 2007. Started out South Florida before we came out here to Tampa after we hit radio, and started off in the end of 2007 with Jerry, and basically you know, did a bunch of touring at Seven Dust and stuff like that. Did a song with LaJohn for our new album from Seven Dust, and we're just getting ready to put that out shortly.
Now I think did you bring the single?
Yeah, I think he loaded it up actually. Yeah, we did a single.
'Cause I think we're gonna get to that.
Witherspoon from Seven Dust.
Very cool.
Really cool dude. Loved being on the road with him. We approached him, and I think Michael approached him and said, "Hey man, what do you think about singing on the record?" He was like, "I've been waiting for you guys to ask me that," and we're like, "Really? Cool, awesome." So
yeah, it was a cool experience, man. We
I can
recorded it up
imagine.
in Georgia, and John's really cool. The thing that's cool about Seven Dust is they're really down to earth. They love their fans. They're they're people, you know, just regular guys who
Yeah,
love what
absolutely.
they do, and I think that's the real.
And they're
core
still
of it.
fans too.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know,
yeah.
they really love the music. You know, so
Yeah,
that's
no
a cool
doubt.
thing. So a lot of people who are familiar with SOULIDIUM, you know, a lot of I guess a lot of people pick up on the vampire imagery that you guys have and stuff like that. A lot of people consider you to be like a vampire metal band. Why don't you
Look
talk
out,
a
he's
little
about
bit
to bite you.
about that type of thing?
Funny enough, you know, the vampire.
You know,
thing,
you see me leaning back a little bit, just in case.
It doesn't hurt as much when you just stay in reach, man. The vampire thing is that.
Hang out with him too much.
I might move slow, but I got really fast reflexes, but maybe not as fast as him. So.
Vampire thing is actually more so than a blood thing. It's more about the fangs are a self-affirmation, more of the personality of the vampire, the determination of the vampire. You know, coming to
AKA
get what
he
you
uses
get.
them for sex.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
sex thing.
Sex. It's a sex
That's what I
thing.
figured.
Yeah.
Sex.
It usually is a sex thing.
I can vouch for that.
You can vouch for that.
Don't get me started with
Is that
these
why you wear
guys.
it?
Why do you think he's
Is that
wearing
why
the
you
scarf, man?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
It's bulletproof.
Is it? It's fang proof, the scarf.
It definitely is fang proof.
I think DJ Slam is getting nervous over there because he's starting to laugh. Whenever he laughs, I think.
I was told to let the beer come in when Jason came back.
Well,
And,
where's the beer?
He said
No,
he
the whole
said,
the,
he
the
said,
whole band's with
he
you.
said
Let the
screw
beer
that.
come
Yeah,
in.
let the beer in.
Yeah, don't hold the beer up.
He
there.
said he said
Don't-
there's
don't
no
keep the
blood
beer
in
out.
that beer. That's what he
No
said.
blood in the beer.
There's no blood in
He'll
the
make
beer.
blood.
You guys.
We got a donor right here, man. We're gonna do some mixed drinks tonight.
I've already been recruited.
All right, Mike, seriously, I mean, we're talking about the whole vampire blood thing. Let's get some background on that. I mean, you guys been around for a while, and a lot of people seen the whole theatrics behind the band. Where does that stem from?
Well, like I was saying, you know, it's more of a kind of a statement, but it's entertainment business, man. You know, we're gonna go out there. Tampa is definitely a dark edge town. You know, and it really fits in. It's something that we enjoy. It's You know, there's a unique
It's
vibe out
Halloween
here
every
that you
day
won't.
in our
Yeah,
life, you know?
exactly.
There you
It's
go.
Halloween every day, which is a cool thing. That's why living in Tampa is such a cool, amazing thing because the scene here is just like no other.
That's something I've related with you guys over the years. You know, I mean, we've done work together and we've been friends for a while, and you know, I've always respected about your band. You know, the theatrics behind it, and you know, a lot of bands have a gimmick,
Right.
but you guys don't have a gimmick. I mean, it's just like how you guys live, you know, and you just happen to create music.
Right.
And that's what's special about it, you know. I mean, you see the videos about, you know, back in the Saul soundtrack, you guys did that.
Right.
You know,
we have that video. to play tonight,
one of
too.
my favorite videos, The Light. You know, that's one of my favorite videos you guys ever did. It's favorite songs to this day.
Thank you, man.
And you know, I mean, I think people that see you that don't know you see it. I don't want them to get the idea that this is a gimmick. So that's what I want you to
It's more like
convey
a
right now.
lifestyle
That
thing.
you know what you guys.
It's a real art-driven band. I mean, it's us being us. You know, it's us.
What's
just
cool is we got a lot of friends in the community that help us out, you know, in their time, and they like the art and the dark side of things too, you know. So we all come together like a family, almost, you know, and we make these videos, you know, on low budgets, you know, because everybody chips in, and it's really cool to have that kind of, you know, help and backing from the community, you know, and fellow bands and artists, you know.
And
That's one of
it's
the most
something we
beautiful
do
things
ourselves.
about Tampa that I know since I got down here and ended up joining the band with them is it's just a very eclectic scene and where everyone's gathered together with like their art and music
Right.
and it's all intertwined.
Now, Alan, you're from like L.A.
No,
LA based?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland,
originally.
Ohio.
We're
Okay.
actually from Cleveland.
Yeah,
Cleveland.
Maddie was actually in a band with me
A
up
lot,
in
a lot
Ohio
of
for a while.
A lot of
before we
guys
brought
down
them
here from
here.
Cleveland, from the
Yeah,
Ohio
that's
area.
good. And Maddie, you're new to the band.
Yeah, I'm the newest guy.
So what do you do?
He's a cowbell player, man. We have a lot of cowbell.
Cowbell
Like-
player?
Only hurt for like the first couple times, and then
You can never have enough cowbell, right?
I was actually trying to lure him down here for a couple years now, and then finally he messaged me and he was like, "Do you still have a room available at your house? Because I'm coming down." I'm like, "All right." And then 2 days after he got here, the guitar player we had decided to move on and do other things. And I just looked at him like, "Okay, you're in the band now."
So you're playing
Yeah,
you're
shit.
playing guitar now.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay, cool.
you know, Jerry
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so should we even ask what happened to the other guy? Did he polish his shoe? Did he
We were
polish his
hungry one
shoes
night,
too much?
and
I don't
it's
know if you
like,
guys should
Yeah,
talk
he
about
You
had,
were
that.
hungry.
he
I
had,
think there's
he
still
had other
money.
musical ventures that he wanted to take on and do. So
And
He
that's
was a
that's the
little-
politically
drained.
correct term. And, you know, these guys are nice guys. They're not gonna talk shit about nobody, but I will.
He was a fill-in guy. You know?
Yeah, he was
He was
mainly
more of
a
a
fill-in.
shredder, like a one-man guitar player. You know.
Right.
And he's good at what he does, and you know, I think we actually a long time looked for the right lineup. You know, because you know once you go on the road, you spend your whole life with these people, so you got to make sure that it's the right lineup. It's
You
the
learn
right
things
people.
on the road
Yeah.
from the guys you're with.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's no. You can't say, well, this was a mistake or that. You know, you learn something. You take something from every band member you're with.
course, yeah.
Changes your sound and your direction.
your greatest
and-
influences you'll have is your
Yeah.
bandmates.
Right.
So
Of course,
it's
Yeah, no
good
doubt,
to
man.
make sure that you have people that
Yeah, I think
constantly
because
challenge
you
you.
begin to influence each other for sure.
Yeah, it is about that. You know, everybody feeds one off of the other, introduces new ideas, and just adds a vibe that creates the art that we all
Right.
bring to the table. I think.
Yeah,
you know?
like Jerry and I were talking on the phone about that, about like the San Francisco Bay Area thrash bands, and how a lot of those guys were kind of intertwined and interrelated. You know, a lot of them played together in different bands, and you know, ultimately they wind up influencing each other.
Yeah.
You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
for sure.
And so, you know,
For sure,
same
yeah.
out here.
Well, you know, when we were out with Seven Dust, dude, every night, you know, we'd watch them guys, and they're professional at what they do. They've been doing it a long time, and the way they interact with their crowd and their fans, you know, we like that part of the band, you know, because they're really close to, and that's like us, like a family, you know. When we go to a show, when we play a show, we go out and we talk to our fans, you know, and same way they did, because that's, I mean, to a band, to me, you get out and you talk to your fans because they're there to see you, so
Yeah, you're only as strong as your fans.
I always think that's a great thing.
It's all about the live feel.
And you guys have always been about that. I mean, ever since I met you guys and got to know you guys personally, and every one of you guys, I mean, you guys have really always been about the fan base. I mean, you're always there before every show, hanging out with the fans. You play your show. You're there till the club closes, talking to fans, signing autographs. You guys are like a real rock and roll band, what it should be.
We
Those
wouldn't be
first
here
three
without
shows,
them.
man. Like, they hung out. We started drinking a little bit before, but we hung out with every fan, like every person that was even remotely interested. They got our full attention. They came to the either backstage or whatever and hung out. Like every person that we encountered was really important to us.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of people might agree with this that are in bands,
They're
but I
standing
think
out,
the real
sold out
payoff
club.
As long as they're there, man, that's all that matters.
is when your fans walk up to you and they tell you, dude, this was going on in my life, and your song really pulled us through, or like, once we got a message from a soldier that says, I'm here, my guy's in Iraq, and when we go out and we do battle, we've got SOULIDIUM cranked up, and you're like, damn, I never expected that our music would reach that far out and touch people on that level where it's actually becoming a part of the soundtrack of their lives, and it's a real honor, man. It adds a new dimension.
And that's the power of music,
That's the thing. I want to touch on that a little bit tonight. Having some background with you guys, and I got invited to like co-host this show with JC over here. I'm very honored. Thank you very much. People see the vampire fucking, mystique that you guys have, but I know you on a personal level, and I know the very positive influence you have on people's lives, and what you convey to everyone you touch. So let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about, a lot of people that would see you guys, let's be honest, they'd be kind of scared because of the vampire look, but let's talk about...
They should be.
Let's talk. No, let's seriously. Let's get real. Let's talk about Michael. Let's talk about how you are as a person, the positive influence you have on everybody's life around you.
I mean, speaking for myself, there's no real formula to it except I just wake up and do what I love every day. Wake up. We've been a band that's been known to do our own music videos, and it's fun. It's there's more to it than just the music. Today's world with the internet and everything, you've got a chance to communicate a certain vibe in your videos, a certain theme, and doing it ourselves has helped us to maintain a certain quality, a certain artistic integrity. Sometimes a band will go to a major label and find that who they were when they started gets changed as the compromise comes, and you get watered down. Well, you guys can't really do that because it's controversial, or these people may be offended. And I think the most important thing in all of it is keeping it real, being who being who you were
when you started.
5 years from now, 10 years from now. That very thing that your fans fell in love with is still who you are. You're true to yourself.
I think a lot of times bands lose
5 years
themselves.
from now, I'll still be a drunk Irish guy.
There you go.
That's for true.
Stay true, buddy.
So you know who you are, and you
Quitters
know where
never
you're
win,
headed,
man.
and that's important. But yeah,
by the way, did
no,
that
I
set
think
beer
a lot
come
of
in
times
yet? Is it
bands,
January?
as they evolve, a lot of times, especially if they get caught up in the whole corporate whirlwind and stuff, they begin to forget, how they started and who they were when they first got into the business.
Yeah.
And it's good, like you said, to maintain your artistic integrity and be able to kind of maintain your focus and represent yourself for who you are and put it out to the people that way.
Exactly. Like Raven has always been an artist who's been true to himself and his feel. We're the same. It's about the art. It's about maintaining who you are, and not really giving too much regard to the status quo. What Nickelback is doing, or every other band that's been crafted to sound like them or be like them.
You love your fans. I mean, you give your fans, but at the same time, it's like, I don't live my life for anybody but me.
Yeah.
every day because I got to live in my shoes. I got to walk in my shoes.
And I think that's what people want.
Well,
they want that
yeah.
real.
Well, they catch
They
on
want
to
that
that,
real.
you know. That's what they like
feel.
about it.
Well, I think that is the thing that has driven and propelled you guys outside of the local band to the mainstream stage is the fact that you guys have maintained that this is who we are, this is what we do, and this is how we live our lives. And fans have caught on to that, and they've seen that. You guys are not a, you know, I get so tied up on that whole local band thing because, you know what? The Doors are local to somewhere.
The doors are opening up.
You know,
Yeah,
fucking
yet, man.
Iron Maiden is local to somewhere.
Yeah.
Right,
This
absolutely.
local band shit that everybody keeps coining on all of us because they want to sell us short is ridiculous. You know?
And I think the clubs
I look
do
at it
use
like
We're a
all-
national
to
local
their
band.
advantage.
I look at
You
it
know,
like
it all boils down to who are you touching? What's the meaning of your music? Do people relate with what you're talking
Well, as
about?
long as we're not touching under 18, we're good to go.
It all
In
comes
some
down-
states.
all comes down-
In some states.
I think
Depends
I
where
think
you
I
are,
think,
man.
I think anything over 16 is legal in some states, right?
Some,
Well,
you gotta
I
have
think-
your-
I
you gotta
think-
have
You
your-
write those down.
I think
before you
Ten-
leave.
I think Tennessee we're good to go.
Louisiana.
Tennessee 16.
You just gotta
there-
request it
there's
on
a
your
couple of them.
itinerary, and it's right there to read every day. You know?
Can you request that as a writer? Like,
Yeah,
You
I
look
think
on
we
the
should
thing,
all
it's like,
rewrite our
show
writers
starts
now.
At, the legal ages, you know.
We need wet towels.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know.
So, JC, what do you got to ask these fellers?
Well,
Which video do we want to play?
that was my next question. What do we do? We have the two videos queued up.
do you got Danny's dragon video?
Well, the two.
Oh
the
yeah,
two
Danny on the back of the.
So,
what
where
it?
is Danny?
His
by the
face
way?
is on the back of a
He's
race
sleeping.
car.
Yeah, you were
It's
telling
the-
me
yeah.
about that.
So,
That's where he's
so
at.
Danny is not the drummer anymore.
No,
No,
he's the
he's the
drummer,
drummer.
but
No,
he's
is-
the drummer, but
distractor face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
he's
new
hanging
thing.
he's hanging out at home right now watching or whatever.
So he's like producing R&B videos.
No, he's actually he was working on some of the tracks and stuff like that. So he's
Okay,
busy
so
working on
Danny
the
is
record.
still
He's in the
involved
studio
in the
right now.
band. There was some talk
he's
Danny
editing
was
the
out
tracks
of the
and
band
stuff.
for a while.
Well, it's like anything, man. I mean, it's like a relationship
He got into
that you
video
have
games
with
really
somebody, but
hardcore.
except the relationship exists with 5 guys at once. You know. See?
Whoa.
It's all about who you
Feeling a
touch.
little
Where's that
frisky.
beer?
It's
what it comes
it's
down
like
to.
anything, man. It's a journey, dude. Like
Right.
everybody.
So
has their
this is the
moods,
whole
their
band
emotions.
minus Danny right here, right now.
Minus Danny. Yeah.
So let's all give a shout out to Danny wherever he is right now.
Danny.
Sucks to be you. You should be here.
Hugo.
Yeah, he should be
Where
here
you at,
right
bud?
now.
He is the distractor face for the some race car. There was
Yeah,
a
they put
contest.
his mug on the back of it to scare other drivers
yeah,
off.
It was a.
He's trying to plug it, but it's not happening.
It's not
Yeah.
happening.
Jerry's
It was
working
for
it over
Roush.
there.
He's trying to
Roush Auto.
Oh, Roush.
I'm not a big race car guy, but anyway, Roush put him on the back of the thing with his face. It's pretty scary. So,
So it's like his
supposed to
face is on the
distract the
bumper?
driver.
it's on the bumper, but it'd probably keep me back as a driver. I'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Especially when you got the big Danny here.
Oh, dude,
you
you
got
gotta
the
see
big
it.
Danny here going.
Just go to
That could
go,
start a new
go
trend,
to
you know?
Solidium.com and or the Facebook Solidium. You'll see the video he posted as his entry
See,
into it.
Jerry, you
That's on
done
the
fucked up
Facebook.
my next line of questions.
It was pretty
Thank you for
badass,
leading
though.
into that. So, where can people find you?
Right there, man.
That's why that.
I mean,
So
you type in Solidium, man. There ain't too many.
Go to facebook.com, SOULIDIUM.
Nowadays, you just put in Solidium.
Did you hear the radio voice?
You
There?
can
That
also
was
find us at the
quite
local
sexy.
pub.
That was
Find us there,
Michael.
too.
Did you like that sexy voice?
Yes.
We
See,
can
Yeah, if
use
you
that
find
as a
any
soundbite
dive
later on.
bar in Tampa, usually you will find one of us hanging out there drinking.
all right. So,
Okay.
You can
what
find us
video do we
Saturday.
got lined up, Slam?
You got the Saw 4.
Let's do that.
And we also have Live Forever. So why don't you pick it? Which video do you want to hear first?
Live forever.
Live Forever?
Live forever.
So
Filmed it in Ybor City.
Yeah.
this is filmed in Ybor?
Yeah, let's give a
Filmed in
little.
Ybor guerrilla style, went
Yeah.
out there, had fun with it, had our friends join us in it, and just had a blast doing it, man.
We bumped some money on the side of the corner, like, hey, we're trying to make a video. You got $1?
Okay, it's
You
3
got
in the
$1, we
morning.
wanna make a
We
video.
got this girl biting this guy in front of these people's houses at 3 in the morning. They're peeking out their Venetian blinds.
jam for
He's
blood.
hanging there, blood squirting out his neck and everything. But we were like, okay, go before the cops get here, man. So, you know, it was fun.
They're just like, it's a typical Friday night in New
Yeah,
York.
typical Friday night.
Guys
blood.
walking around with a bunch of tin cups. I saw a guy today working the side of the road
He
with a
saw-
plastic. With
he
a,
saw a guy.
Yeah.
He's from New York.
No
I can
pun
tell.
intended. You could tell I'm from New York. I'm a dead giveaway. But he had
Pizza.
a plastic bucket with a hole in the middle, so people didn't have to touch him or hand him the money. He just put the bucket out and people put the cash in it.
Clever.
Not a bad idea.
That's
And
what
so
we did.
We're queued up.
That's like a coin
This is
thing.
SOULIDIUM Live Forever right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
Rock and roll.
It's time to die, so say your goodbyes. Your mortal life is close to over. Immortal dreams of ages it seems. Your final screams, your eyes will open. You're crying as you're dying, and this hunger. It kills you eternally. This bloodlust in me, terrors of night, are far from over. Immortal pain, it thrusts in your veins. Drink death from me, and live forever. Live forever. Your hunt begins, your animal within, compassion dies, and now it's over. First dust to blood, your hunger overruns, this kill will be to feed on ecstasy. She's crying, she's dying, and this hunger it kills you eternally. This bloodlust in me, terrors of night, are far from over. Immortal pain, it thrusts in your veins. Drink death from me, and live forever. She's crying, she's dying, and this hunger, it kills you eternally. This bloodlust in me, terrors of night, are far from over. Immortal pain, it thrusts in your veins. Drink death from me, and live forever.
Yeah, and we are back on the Hellraisers Ball. And that was-
Hellraisers Ball.
And that was SOULIDIUM, Live Forever. So a lot of hot chicks in that video.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, tell us about the chicks. That's why we want to talk. We want to talk about the
We
girls.
got a bunch of like dead dudes, vampires. So how'd you get the hot chicks?
Hot chicks, man, you know, we gathered up our
Vicious
friends. We
Angels,
just-
man.
Yeah, Vicious Angels.
But that was my next question.
Yeah,
Because
girls are
you guys
Vicious
got your
Angels.
own
Yeah, we got a
girls that are
Drove
like
up and down
branded, right?
Nebraska.
Yeah.
How much that cost you?
We're not serial killers.
Just $5 an hour.
$5.
They sure look like girls, don't they? It's awesome.
We just had to sell Michael off for a few
All right,
nights.
so Vicious
$5
Angels.
make you
Tell us
holler.
about that.
Right.
Tell us about Vicious Angels.
You know, rock and roll, man. Hot chicks, dude. Tattoos all go together. You
Yeah.
know, we
Absolutely.
started Vicious Angels. A lot of hot girls from the Tampa area and outside areas. And just within the past few months, opened Vicious Angels Tattoo in
Very cool.
in
We
Ybor
were
City.
just talking about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Doing real well. We opened
I
up
need to
like,
go get some ink.
I'm learning how to tattoo. I'll do it, man.
So,
Jerry.
Are you an apprentice now? You're
Yeah,
a tattoo
man.
apprentice?
I
There you
can
go.
do stick figures like with really good detail.
Amazing.
Yeah.
There you go. Let Jerry do your next tattoo.
All right, so Jerry, I'm gonna schedule my appointment.
But do you know
with
how to
you.
do you know how to
I
frame?
work cheap, dude.
But do you know how to frame the stick figures out?
Yeah,
You got to
yeah,
frame.
I sometimes
There's no
got, like,
frame,
Can
no
you
game.
sh-
That's what they
but
say.
Oh wait,
You gotta
no.
frame it out.
How's the
Something else,
shading
you
on the
know.
stick figures?
Hey, right.
Kind of shady.
Yeah, it's kind of shady.
That's
He
what I
can
want.
capture it in mid-run. You know, it's got like the action on it.
I've been practicing.
Can you do like the DRI logo? That's pretty
Oh
good.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where
Totally.
That's where I started.
Is that where you started?
Jerry's
That's my
like pro
first
at
piece.
DRI. I got a feeling.
The shop is really cool. Definitely worth a look. We did the whole thing in a horror theme. We got bodies and Hellraiser cubes and chains coming out of the wall.
Awesome.
We started off after my girlfriend Carolyn Cadaver got off of Best Ink on the Oxygen Channel. You know, she hit cover of Tattoo Magazine, and this month came out in Inked Magazine.
The Halloween
Actually,
edition,
yeah,
right?
The Halloween edition this month.
Very
so,
cool.
You know, doing real well. It's exciting owning a tattoo shop. It goes great with the band. You know, we.
So now, do
mix
you
it all
also
up.
tattoo?
No, but I love getting them, as you can
There
see.
you go. So you let them practice on you?
Yeah, I just got these 2 neck pieces done. and-
I use clear ink.
You use clear ink?
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
something
Just
like
bleed.
that.
Badass.
Did-
See that skull right there?
Don't
Oh,
they
it's
have?
like-
Don't they have like this glow in the dark, like invisible ink?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. A lot of people ask us about it, and we don't do it because there's
a
some
health
safety
issue.
issues.
It's a
Right.
health
There's
issue.
issues
That's
where-
what I've heard. That
Yeah, it's not.
I don't
not
care
even
about
a-
health, dude.
you don't give a fuck, right?
That's why I got so many
Jerry's like the
cares?
hardcore member of SOULIDIUM, just so
Gotta
you
be
guys
really careful
know.
with the tattoos around Michael though, because he likes to lick them up.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like, yeah.
I'm there to lick the blood up afterward.
You don't need any alcohol
You don't
spray.
charge
He
extra for that,
he
right?
just follows behind and licks off the blood.
It's
As
amazing.
it's
Yeah, I
like,
had Carolyn get my
Vampire
chest piece the one day, and I
tattoos.
ended up.
There you go.
I took a little nap, and I woke up to Michael licking my chest. It was
well, it's a
kinda
natural
scary.
place for a vampire to be, isn't it?
He's like, it's
Tattoo
not
parlor?
gay. We're
Why
band
not?"
members.
All right, so Island, we were talking earlier off camera about a candle incident.
Yeah. Last time I was at the castle with Raven, he dumped a candle on me.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
The whole candle,
I
the
thought
whole
you were gonna
thing.
make
The whole
it
thing.
more,
All the wax.
yeah,
Was
more,
it big?
more bigger than
So you
that.
got
You
It
know,
was actually like really epic. He looked at me and he was like, "Fuck you, man!" Threw the whole candle at me, and
yeah,
the
that
whole place
happened.
Good
caught on
times.
fire. And then
Hey,
there was
man.
like, I was like,
Have some
"Wow."
wax.
I had a chick do
You're
that
angry.
once, but I don't, yeah.
Were you trying to light him on
No,
fire?
usually I
What do
don't
you
go
do?
to the castle, and it just so happened to be one of those like extracurricular activities. And
That fucking
anybody
sidebar.
knows me, I don't travel unless the crow is with me, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Anybody knows me knows what that means. But the crow and I were doing well that night, and Island just showed up. And this is all hearsay, by the way. I'm like repeating what was
I had
told to
bad
me because
positioning.
I wasn't not there in person.
Right.
Apparently, we were at the lower bar of the castle, and there was a huge tower castle candle
Right.
castle,
Right.
same thing.
Same difference.
Got tipped over on Island, and it kind of like got on his jacket a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
There's a chime.
I was
Okay,
completely
so that's
covered
my
from
kills.
head to toe in wax.
He looked like a fucking
Perfect.
wax
I had
museum
wax in
doll.
my
Did he
hair.
look
Yeah.
like he looked like a
He
wax
had, he had
figure?
wax in his hair. So, yeah, don't go out drinking with Raven Chain.
Hey,
That's
JC,
me.
We also got
It was like
a
solidified
track by
semen.
him, I
Well,
believe,
Solidium
too.
solidified. See,
Did you wanna
there
play
was
the
some
track?
soul in there somewhere.
You can actually add Solida. Tell
In a
them it's
minute.
anything.
In a minute.
It was a good night though. It was a fun night.
It was
That's
fun.
that's
It's a
pretty.
Solida brew.
Solida brew.
Hey, I like that.
Salute everybody, toast.
We need to start a new brewery.
Solid beer.
Make your own.
Solid beer.
Solid beer.
Solid beer.
Yeah.
Solid beer.
Right
Hey,
here. Solid
Iron
beer
Maiden
here.
fucking did it.
I
Solid
like
beer.
it. I
Have
like
you
it.
had the Trooper beer yet,
Hmm.
though?
Oh, that's
Iron
that's
Maiden
good, man.
Trooper. Yeah.
And then we can make bumpers
good.
with faces and call them thumpers.
Bumpers.
Why not? Anything for marketing scheme.
All right, so what do you guys?
Now
what do
DJ
you
Slam
guys got
Durango is
going
actually trying to talk about the single.
on? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, DJ, what?
DJ Slam.
Slam. I keep on.
Slash.
I know. Hyphen. We have to drop
DJ
it. Right. We
Slam.
dropped the Durango. It's DJ Slam.
DJ Slam's trying to like hint over here
You-
to
you-
us
you're-
the
I've been-
single.
For 18 months, I've been using the full name.
That other word does not
It
exist
doesn't
anymore.
exist anymore. It's gone.
He
DJ Slam.
86'd it, and someone just left because we
You don't
suck.
have cue cards, man?
Well, so we don't need cue cards.
We don't. Look, and we're not
If we-
Obama.
Jerry's right
We're not
about that.
Obama.
I
We're not
think he needs
Obama.
more.
We don't need a teleprompter.
If we had cue cards, we wind up lighting them on fire or making airplanes out of them and throwing them at each other. You know.
All right, Slam, you better get on the mic
This
and
is
like
strictly off the cuff.
steer this back to the direction it needs to go.
No, but DJ Slam
What was
Durango
that
was
track,
asking if
though?
we wanted to rock the
Yeah.
single or if we want to wait a little
Is
while.
it the new single? The single?
Well, let's. I mean, we could talk about
The
it.
single,
Yeah,
the,
why don't we
wait,
talk-
the
why don't we talk
single,
about it
single,
first?
Yeah, it's
the
with
single,
LaShawn.
single.
It's single.
It's one single.
That's the last single.
It's singular,
The last single. Yeah, it's a singular single.
The singular single.
singular,
It's
single.
Fly to the Sun,
Fly to the Sun, is that it?
featuring
I
LaJohn
don't-
Witherspoon as
I,
Stardust.
yeah, I don't think many people.
Kinda weird to
I don't
have
think many
vampires flying through the
Everybody
fans.
sun.
knows we're playing
I don't
right
get that.
Saturday, and we're doing a show on Sunday.
You guys got
Shave
plenty of time, Jerry.
for breasts.
Jerry,
Is
we
that a
got
beautiful
Jerry, we
thing?
got plenty of time.
We got plenty
Jerry's
of time.
plugging it now.
He's plugging
I'm
it.
gonna plug the breasts.
Jerry,
as soon as I
Jerry,
can.
Jerry plugs anything that gets in his way.
Even if it's not in
Especially
his way, he
breasts.
finds
on that
Jerry
note,
just likes
let
the
him
word
plug the
breasts.
October 12th show over
Go
at,
ahead, plug the
at
October
Bourbon
12th
Street.
show.
Because that's what a lot of the people are doing here tonight. We're talking about the kickoff party
gonna be a big
for
show.
Dropshot, and we've
It's gonna
already
be an
had
awesome show.
Dropshot on the air and Best Day Ever and Consinity, and so
And
how did you guys get wrapped up in this whole thing and
Well,
put
Jason,
on the
Jason
bill?
had talked to me about that they're trying to get their band off the ground. It's a new band that he's got going, and he asked me to do him a favor and help him out with getting their Florida tour off the ground. So as like a lot of people help us out doing our things, man, we're gonna return a favor and make it right, and so we offered to play and make it right, dude, and have a good time doing it,
Yeah,
And,
they're all great. All the bands are all great
Are you-
guys.
yeah,
and
and
great
Consinity,
people, so
we
it's-
played many
It'll be
shows. with
it'll be a
Consinity.
good
They're really
just
cool.
party fun.
Are you
time
guys going to be
play,
doing anything special like Dropshot, like as far
We're
as
gonna
like
be playing-
giveaways or anything like
We're gonna be
that?
playing naked on stage.
They're gonna play naked.
We are going to be.
What are you gonna
auctioning-
do?
We are going to be actually auctioning off a guitar.
You guys are
There is
auctioning
some
off
So
a
you guys are
guitar
gonna be raffling that off
from,
though?
of course,
like if people
Dean.
donate more
Yes.
money than
It's
you
gonna be
can't
a
pull
Dean
off.
guitar.
You can't make it that
Surprised
easy.
Jerry
for
has
people.
not
You can't
plugged
just-
yet.
What,
you can't just go
what
on
model
stage
Dean
naked.
there,
You
Jerry?
gotta like.
I got a
all
fucking
is raise money,
Razorback
right?
because we're gonna do a dime bag.
You're gonna do a
song. I'm gonna
fucking
spill the beans right
Razorback?
now. We're gonna play a dime bag song with Dropshot, and it's gonna be
Oh, yeah?
badass, and we're gonna donate.
And you guys are donating a Razorback.
a Razorback.
Are you
we're
really?
Gonna, we're
Are
gonna
you
raffle it
fucking
off,
kidding me?
All right? Yeah.
A
and we're
Dean,
gonna-
a Dean Razorback.
Yeah.
Dean Razorback.
Now is this a neck through body Razorback or like
Hey,
a bolt on?
Hey, 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 hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Okay.
It's a badass.
It's a
motherfucker.
Razorback.
Right.
Bottom of
Get
the
your
line,
phone,
bottom of the line, bottom of the
It's gonna
line.
be good, dude. It's gonna be $1 per ticket.
I'm gonna.
Okay, $1 a ticket.
I gotta buy
You
at
put
least
your
one.
little-
At least
made
one
You buy
ticket.
your
Made it in
ticket, you
our
put it in the
backyard.
box, and then you
'Cause I-
could walk home, acting like.
I'll go on the
Dimebag.
record.
Now,
Actually,
you
made
guys,
out
are you guys gonna sign this guitar?
We'll do whatever you
That-
want.
I
that's,
think you
uh,
guys
We'll,
should.
bleed on it, and
I
Wait,
think
what
everybody
what
from
color
the
is the
show
guitar?
that night should autograph it.
yeah, we'll
Okay,
keep
okay.
that as a
We'll
secret.
keep that a secret. Okay.
We could paint it
Because
too. I mean,
because I'll go on the record with this.
Mike's
we're
gonna
actually
bleed on it.
looking for an official Hellraisers Ball guitar,
do you know how to paint?
and so no, I have no clue how to paint.
I can paint.
But
Carolyn Cadaver knows how to paint too.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We
But
need to get.
we would
we need
actually
to get
like to
Jerry
work
to
with Dean
sponsor.
on actually doing a.
We need to get
Hellraisers
Jerry to
Ball guitar
sponsor a
first. I think
guitar,
that'd be
and we
badass.
get Carolyn Cadaver to paint it, and we'll put it on the fucking wall.
That would be great.
That's it. That's
Put
gonna
on
be
the
the
wall.
official
And I-
Hellraisers Ball guitar.
And I think what would be cool is that we bring the guitar with us when we do
Every
live events.
Yeah, every live
And-
event, and we get every artist to sign it
And we'll,
as
right.
we go.
And we could have the guitar played on stage by whoever's doing the Hellraiser.
Well, I don't know
Ball.
about all
Take
that.
pictures of it
Yeah,
in
no,
Paris.
Signatures at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
say, you
can
know,
at
that way
least get everybody to sign
The
it.
guitar can get around a little bit.
Well, exactly, like the what's that?
Like
The
what?
lunchbox that chick did in L.A. She had all the people sign like the box.
Okay, yeah.
Never
Do something
mind.
like that, yeah.
Ignore me.
We can go.
I think it'd be a
full-
lot
I'm just the
cooler with it.
On the
co-host.
left hand, you know, I knew a guy that had a stage one time, and he would set it up.
He had a
and
stage?
no, but he would. It was an artist, and he would let all these different bands play on it. They would bleed on it and spit on it, and he would film every band that played on this stage.
Right,
But it
see,
was
I'm
the
talking
same
about something
stage.
like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And he would
Well,
just
you're
take
talking
it
about people
everywhere. It was
playing the
pretty
guitar,
fucking
though.
At
weird
no extra
idea.
charge, we will
For
bleed and
one
spit
Well,
on your one
If they
guitar.
played it,
No
they
extra
could
charge.
ruin
No
it.
extra charge.
But
They could
all
just
the people
sign
that
it.
played on this stage,
Or we
you
could just
took
take
pictures of
pictures
them
with the
and
guitar.
had the
That you should
stage,
have.
and it was
We should do it like
was
the
a-
Pope
actually
in a glass
a
case.
museum piece, dude.
The
with all
guitar.
the pictures of everybody who
Travels
played on that
around.
stage, and they had it up in the art.
Good
Well,
idea.
It's pretty badass.
And then we could
idea.
just display it at each
happening
event.
right now?
Have people sign.
I don't know. We're all just
There you
shooting
go.
the shit.
Now,
What's
see,
going on?
now,
makes
JC,
better sense.
you're
I think he
onto
wants to play a
something.
song.
Right.
I'm glad we
Yeah.
thought about this together.
Yeah.
Is it queued up, Mac?
It's
He's shaking his
evolving.
head,
The
he's
whole
like,
the whole idea is
"All right,
evolving as we
everybody's
go.
like,
doing?
all right, shut
It's
the
like
fuck up.
nobody's
There
actually
we go.
talking anymore.
What? All right, Mike. What video is this?
It's not a video.
not a
It's a
video.
single.
This is a single. This is "Fly to the Sun" with featuring Lil Jon
It's a
Witherspoon
single.
and Seven Dust.
So no
Uh,
video. It's just.
Not yet, but there
No, just
there
audio.
definitely will be coming up.
Are you guys gonna do a video for
Oh,
this
yeah,
one?
we're gonna do a shit.
So now you can go where like
I
the
can't wait.
SOULIDIUM logo with. I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, DJ Slam Durango. We actually have the SOULIDIUM logo.
Logo.
Now he's shaking
we-
his head.
we-
He's like,
So
screw you guys.
actually, it's in
Where's
it's on the photos.
Selenium or alcohol.
We should go ahead
If
and.
you go to photos, you'll
We
find
should
it.
let's like fly that on Mike Hill's forehead if we
We
could.
could talk about the album and how badass it's gonna be.
Well,
man.
Yeah, well, while we're
let's
waiting
talk
for the
about
picture,
new
why don't we talk
album
about
that
the
you
new
guys
record?
are writing
That's
and
what
how
I'm
badass.
talking about.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did it with Wes Dirth from Porcupine Tree. Did like.
You got all the
helped us out
guitar
with a lot of
tones.
it.
And
Is that like porcupine drums?
No, Porcupine Tree.
They're real
Mark Prater
porcupines
did
on
the
the
drums.
Mark Prater did the drums.
Mark Prater did the drums.
Mark Prater, I know Mark Prater from
Red Room.
Red Room.
That's where
Yeah.
we did our recording.
He's
at.
a badass, dude.
Yeah.
Mark Prater is a
Yeah,
badass.
we took a little while to finally get it. You know, every band needs to get their creative.
We've recorded
So what,
this album
Mark-
3
Mark
times.
We also
played
had,
on it?
Chris-
I've got to say the
Chris
new
Brickman
album
from the band The Marksmen
amazing.
actually.
Mark
some of the
played
drums
on the record, or he
No,
just.
no, he just did the drum. He did some of the drum tracks. Him and Chris Brickman from he's in a band called well now they're called Tall Heart. He did some of the drum tracks on it as well.
Well, he didn't
Which was
play.
funny 'cause he was-
Yeah,
he
Danny
helped-
played, but he
Right.
got the
He
sounds.
engineered it.
and-
Okay,
and
all right, all
amazing,
right.
She was
really
actually
good.
my
Yeah,
old
because I
guitar
know
player up in
Mark
Ohio as well.
Mark Prater's a badass drummer as
Played with
well.
Ice Earth, man,
Yeah,
for
I
several
mean,
of their albums, and
dude,
it's
he's like played on several people's albums that
Yeah.
they don't even know that they list of their drummer, but Mark played. He's that badass. Mark is. Wow.
Well, him and Wes, dude, have the studio.
Yep.
You know, and,
Wes, yep.
it's actually in Ybor, which is convenient because
Right,
you know
down
the
off
tattoo
7th.
shop is right there, and we you know it's really easy to get there. It's right next to a bar, which was kind of hard, but it was
Across
cool.
the street from the Dianetics
And Jerry almost bought a
Well,
cock
but
ring at
that's
the grocery store. thinking it
is
was a
that
bracelet.
not that's an ethnic
That's
bar,
convenient,
isn't
too,
it?
if it's next to the-
Is it ethnic?
But Wes, dude, awesome guitar tones. Porcupine Tree, you know,
Nice.
he's known for a lot of stuff. I ended up running through his Marshall and played a baritone guitar for one side.
To that back cabinet.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
orange head, dude. Like it's all on all his albums. But
It's
man,
monstrous.
I
It's
plugged
monstrous.
into that. I brought a Marshall that my friend let me borrow, Raven, this guy Raven that that I work with, and he's like, dude, this was a 1986 Marshall head, and it sounds amazing, right? So I bring it in the studio, but I didn't have it dialed in yet, and he's like, dude, I got one dialed in. You should try this one. And as soon as I plugged it in, it was like just fucking
exactly
insane.
what you wanted.
I go, dude. Okay, I love my Mesa Boogies, dude. I've been with Mesa Boogie for a long time, and
I
that's
love Mesa
you know.
Boogie.
You guys are endorsed by Mesa, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been with Mesa Boogie since 2004. So, along with Diodario, Diodario's been there for me too, and like, I mean,
Dean Guitars, man.
and Dean Guitars is like, my life pretty much. I mean, if I had a Dean Guitar shirt on right now, I'd be at work. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I got
right.
my Rock and Roll Gangstar shirt on, man. My boys out in LA, man.
Right.
They hook us up, man. We got, it's like family, dude. Everywhere we go, dude, people, they come like this together, and help us out. And we help them out, and that's part of my big thing about being in a band. It's like we're brothers, and we go meet more fucking brothers, and it's just like a big family of friends, and see how far we can take it.
That's how it works, JC, right?
Absolutely.
I mean,
So-
It's
that's
networking, man.
That's
it's
pretty much
making it
networking.
that's
easy
pretty
with
much
the
what we're
internet and all
doing
that
here.
shit.
I mean, we're all brothers, like,
From other mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I always look at it. It's like all bands and anybody in the entertainment industry. It's like a
So
lot.
now-
You get a lot of scenes where like people like want to always be in competition with each other, and the thing I like about down
Well,
here
you know-
that I
welcome to
like
the
is the
Cleveland scene, man.
is the fact that all the bands and everybody, it's like it's not like, oh, you're in a local band, you're in a local band. Everybody, it's like we're in this community together.
Well, I think
And
when
everybody
bands work
together to actually make things
Yeah.
happen. That's what
It's
actually
like
creates
wrestling,
the
you
scene.
know? Like, you
It's
don't really
that-
hate them.
Well, and that's
It's that. And like, the other thing
You
is
just
like,
want
like
you
you
just
do,
want to
but
hurt
them
them.
and all the bands.
You don't
one
really
thing
hate them. You just want to hurt them. You know,
one thing I would have
instead
to say
of-
too is like
Yeah.
I don't believe in fans at all. I don't
Yeah.
think fans exist. The way I look at it is everybody that goes to our show, they're friends, they're family. They're there to support us. So I won't. When
that's
you
a
call
great-
them fans,
that's
it's
a great
almost
way to look
degrading
at
them.
it.
So it's like they're friends, they're family. Like
Well,
they can ask me
and
for
honestly,
anything.
Because
I mean,
it
that's how
makes-
you can
it
tell,
does.
like,
Doesn't it make
the-
the scene stronger when the bands aren't in competition but they work together?
Exactly,
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
great
how
that
you
way.
that's how you can tell the bands that are really like on their way up
Right.
when they realize that and they work together and they're not in competition.
That's
It's
you know
way
that
more fun to
that's
play
when you can
shows,
tell
'cause it's
that
like
that's
you
when
play
you
shows
can
together and you
yeah.
drink, have fun. Have
And I
You're
gotta-
having
Dude,
fun
I
together.
it's
mean,
our golden years, man.
It's like, we've done the market. We've done this market for years together. I mean, the two of our bands, and
Yeah, I played in other bands. And shows with
yeah,
you guys as
and
well.
it comes full circle. I mean, when you're a musician in this market that we live down here, I mean, you either like give a leg up for the another band that's you're friends with, or dude, you're a dick.
No,
You
I
know,
agree, I
and
agree.
the scene knows that. The scene knows that.
We're a
The
very
fans know
incestuous
that.
scene.
I
know,
think, I think
you-
that- I think
You
today-
kind of have to be family around here, or else you get like outskirted.
Well, yeah, especially
end up in
especially these
NewsCon.
days. I mean, how many
Some
people
weird-
today, don't even just play in
Never
one band?
mind.
There's like Jerry and I kind of touched on that when we spoke.
Yeah,
there's a
we
lot
don't
of
really do
bands
that,
kind of
though.
all kind of have members that have played together in different bands, and
Yeah, well,
you
that
know,
kind of sucks.
but if you work together, the scene gets stronger. If you have that competition thing and everybody's trying to cut each other's throat, it doesn't do anything to help anybody.
It's like,
It
it's like
just-
a carnival atmosphere. You got the Tilt-A-Whirl here, you got the Himalaya here. It all works together as one amazingly entertaining,
And I think that's one thing that's kind of refreshing.
Dude, I want to go to
about
the fair now.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
You're
'cause
ready to go?
It doesn't matter if the bands.
I
are
want to ride the spook house,
It doesn't matter if the
man.
bands that-
Seriously,
doesn't
I
matter
want
if
to
the
ride
bands
the
that-
spook house right now.
Say it doesn't
Yeah, I
matter
wanna
if
do
it's
the
a metal
spook house.
band, a rock band, a hip hop band, an indie band. It's like everybody.
Let's go
likes to
break
do
into
things with
Universal
everybody.
Studios and go
there's
out to
There's like no genre. Like
what is that?
really
out there?
that
The-
like everybody's just
the,
comes
Horror
together. It's
Nights?
awesome.
Oh yeah, Halloween Horror Nights. That's
I heard they
getting
got
ready
a
to
Black
go on
Sabbath,
soon.
Black Sabbath.
Well, we played
Not a
Spooky
ride, but
Empire.
like a
I think it was
haunted house.
2 years ago we played, and that was really cool, man. Like we were on stage looking out at the audience, and I could pick out Freddy Krueger, fucking Jason Voorhees, fucking. I mean, I'm talking like everybody in the horror
Industry.
industry without makeup on though,
Right.
like so I'm fucking sitting there jamming our songs with these, like, there's Freddy Krueger, like,
Yeah, let's
was
not
like,
forget
wow,
Freddy Krueger,
dude.
dude.
That's badass.
Robert England and his
Yeah.
stage.
Oh, Freddy Krueger.
Dude.
I saw that. I was there.
Dude,
and it was so
fucking
cool
insane, dude.
to see
He's amazing,
Robert
yeah.
England
I mean, it
out
was
on the
everybody.
stage
It was everybody. And,
while
and
these guys were playing.
I wish we could do that again.
And the real
you know.
Robert England.
Yeah,
Speaking
wow.
I'm sure
of
we
that-
could, but
Speaking of that,
Speaking of that, here's our new single.
there we go. Let's do
On
it.
that note,
Oh yeah.
what's the name of the song again?
That's right. Oh yeah.
Alcohol's
That was single
awesome.
play.
that was
Yeah,
the
we do.
longest lead-in.
That was a
in
long
history.
lead-in. On that note,
That
what's the
was like
name
a
of the single
30-minute
again?
lead-in.
Name of the single is "Fly to the Sun."
Right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
Storming rain, petals down on me, I remain. I will not crash to the ground. They say I can't, but I'm strong. I look to heaven and fly to the sun. It's burning down on me. Like the sun, my wings are burning away. I was lost, then you found me there unaware, and gave me courage to live. Now I'm climbing fast, the earth is gone. I look to heaven and fly to the sun. It's burning down on me. Like the sun, my wings are burning
Are we back?
We are live.
Back.
Yeah. We are back on the Hellraisers Ball, and we're figuring out the seating arrangements.
And
We're
we
gonna
got
play
a
musical.
full house
we're gonna
right
play
now.
musical chairs.
We got a full house, JC.
Okay, everybody shift. No.
All right, everybody get ready. Listen for the music.
But what a lot of us are here to talk about tonight, of course, is the show coming up on October 12th.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
The Dropshot Boom, the Dropshot kickoff party, right?
Yeah, man.
And so this is going to be one hell of a lineup.
It's awesome, man. I just want to say thanks to all you guys and gals.
Definitely.
It's
Can't
going to be
wait.
an absolute pleasure to share stage with you fellas
Nice
and
reunion.
ladies. Germs, gents, you know who you are.
Tell your
Yeah.
friends, tell your
your
family, tell the
everybody.
fans, freaking everybody, man. It's gonna be a big family
Well, we got
freaking
the
get together
I
and
put,
big
I
ass
put the
party,
I put the
man.
event.
Jason promised to get
I put the event for the show tonight, right? What I'm gonna do is you all you guys have the link. Whoever doesn't have it, I'll make sure you get it. We'll actually change the event invitation from tonight's show for
He makes
for
promises.
October 12th.
He makes
You know,
promises.
and that way let's get it out to as many people as you can. You know,
October
and
12th, Bourbon Street, Newport Richey.
Yes.
What time are the doors? What time are doors? 7 or 8?
7.
Now,
7
doors
o'clock.
open at
Show
7.
starts at
7
8.
o'clock.
We're playing with the doors?
And
Nice. They're bringing Jim Morrison back from the dead.
We made it. Hell yeah.
JC, who's this cat? Who's this cat over here in the blonde hair?
All right, and we still have to bring on Zach Robinson from Stingray Studios. I actually
Stingray
checked.
Studios.
I just had an opportunity to check out Zach's
Zach, you
studio
wanna
in
come up
Tampa.
here and grab a
He
mic
has
there,
a
brother?
badass recording studio. We also have very talented guitar player over here, which is touring right now, Jimmy Stein. Right?
Jimmy Stein. So
And
we got Zach
we
and
actually
Jimmy.
gotta get him on the air a little bit before we wrap the show tonight.
Hey,
And,
Zach, real quick, tell us about the studio, man.
Yeah, step up a little bit.
Grab the
Come on
mic.
over.
Tell us about the studio, man. You're in a house full of musicians.
We're gonna try it out tomorrow.
Okay.
You're gonna try it out. You're gonna go down
practice
there.
the show.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, you saw some pictures.
Go ahead,
It's pretty
Zach. Tell
badass.
us about the studio, man. What are you working with over there?
I got Pro Tools 9 and Pro Tools 10. The 9's for like the rappers and karaoke people. Pro Tools 10's for like live performances and all that shit. I'll build a nice stage in there for you guys can get on there and rock out. It's pretty much soundproof. Been on it for about a year. I got about $271,000 in that damn thing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And he's got like a stage on top of a stage, and then another stage on the side, and everything has its own monitors.
So you've been
The
over there
monitors are
checking
in,
it out.
in the floor. There's monitors on the ceiling.
Sounds
Pretty-
like Death Clock or something.
Dude,
Stage on top of a stage.
Yeah, dude, I'm not
Fuck
kidding.
yeah.
Because he's got the one main stage where you got the vocalist and like the two guitar players. Then he has another riser on top of that where he's got the drums behind
Oh, yeah.
soundproof glass.
That's where all the girls stand, right?
That's where you put all the chicks.
backup sound now.
You gotta have
Actually,
you gotta have the
that's all
chicks in.
rockets.
And then on the side of that, there's another stage where you have the bass player can play.
Yeah, yeah.
And
We gotta have the bass.
Yeah,
So,
it's called the bathroom.
Zach,
no, he's got a separate stall for that. One person at a time.
Zach,
right?
what are you
One person at a time.
what are you offering
Yeah.
right now to bands coming in there to work with you?
I actually got it posted on my Facebook page.
Well,
Yeah.
what is your
no,
Facebook
right, like
page?
right now, to all the people listening at home that are checking out Hellraisers Ball, do you have any kind of special you can
Specials?
offer 'em
Hellraisers Ball endorsement here,
to
yo.
get as many people in there as possible to start recording over at Stingray Studios?
Free T-shirt to the first 10 people.
You know, just check it out, right?
Yeah.
Now they could find Stingray Studios on Facebook. I know.
Yes.
Now, is that your personal page or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stingray
So they,
Studios.
they
So get
just
you
basically
directly.
type
Zachariah Robinson.
Zachariah.
Yeah.
Robinson.
ZACKRIA.
Very cool.
Spelled like the devil's son.
Yeah, and it's definitely
Right.
you got to check it out. You got to see it in person.
All right.
It's a pretty cool place, and we're actually going to be doing a broadcast from over there pretty soon. So it should be a cool thing.
And from the Vicious Angels tattoo, hopefully, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we
And Michael and I were
want
talking about that. We're going to set that up.
Yeah, we're
You're
waiting.
getting a tattoo, right?
Yeah,
On
well,
the air?
I hope I get a
On
tattoo.
air, yeah. Live.
Hey, I'm the co-host. I need a tattoo. Yeah. All right, so we got pretty much here,
I'll
pretty
tell you
much
what.
everybody here from the fucking show coming up.
I got one tattoo.
How about
on-
all the bands right around your neck? That'd be great. SOULIDIUM, Dropshot, Consinity.
I want to get Michael's.
I could scroll it right
autograph
down,
on my
like
throat.
right down the side right here. or something
I
like
got
that.
you, man.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would
I
be
do it
cool.
myself straight on.
Yeah. Please no stick
that?
figures.
What do you say? That's pretty funny. Yeah, I would actually consider getting a tattoo on the air. We've actually done it twice.
Hey, JC, JC.
Fucking pervert.
Hey, JC.
What's that?
It's already happening. You're getting a tattoo on air.
It's done, right?
Yeah, it's done.
done.
So you better actually,
I'm gonna get in trouble
you're
with
not
Shane
even
Dawson.
gonna figure out what you're getting. Michael's gonna pick what you're getting.
He's gonna pick it.
Michael's gonna pick what you're getting,
So what
and
is it
you're
gonna-
gonna get it on air.
So what is this going to be like? Ink Masters?
We're
I'm gonna
putting
be- I'm gonna be
Jerry's
the ca-
face
I'm
on
gonna
your
be the
neck.
canvas.
I'm
the canvas.
We need to have every member from each of the bands do a piece of it.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
I'm in fucking trouble.
We'll all do a piece of it.
Okay, are you gonna do a
Can
piece of it?
Can somebody say? Can somebody say?
Can
cover
you
up?
tattoo?
No, I wish I could tattoo.
Oh.
That's good.
Even better for JC.
But she could scribble.
She can do the fill in.
I can give her like a 5-minute tutorial.
Strap yourself in, kids. It's going to be a
All right.
wild ride. That's for sure.
So while we're all here tonight, everybody let us know what the fuck's going on right now.
It's cool.
Why are we all here tonight?
Word. Because of JC.
No, we're talking about Hellraisers Ball,
We're
right?
we're talking
Is
about
everybody here?
Put up a beer to Hellraisers Ball, man.
This is the most happening radio show right now on the internet. You want to check it out.
Here
You want
live
to sign
at
in.
Circle
And the
Okay.
all-new HellraisersBall.com. Don't forget that.
Hellraisersball.com, and we're going to see what the numbers come up from tonight, and I might be a co-host for a little bit.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Yeah, we're talking about. Yeah, you
Yeah,
like it?
because, JC and I are...
Shutting you up.
Yeah, I got a good way of shutting
Somebody's
him
gotta do
up.
it.
Hey, we should talk about tits too because
We're
on
definitely gonna talk
Sunday,
about tits.
We're doing a show for tits.
You're doing
Tits
a show
for the
tits?
breast awareness.
To save the boobs.
It's cancer awareness, and some of us here
Now where
have
is this
been a
show?
part of that.
Is this the
and
show of cocktails?
It's at the Dirty Shame in
Oh, the
Ybor
Dirty
City
Shame.
on
The Dirty
night
Shame.
After, the 12th, the 13th is for breast awareness. We're
Now
doing
this is an Ybor City.
Jerry, are you just coming up?
We're actually
Jerry,
playing
are you making this up?
No, it's true. And Jerry
No,
X is
most
playing-
bands are very aware of breasts.
Most bands are very.
I got a pink guitar. I'm gonna be playing a Dean.
You're gonna play. Well, hold on. You're gonna play.
Jerry,
you-
speaking of the
I'm
mic.
gonna
do you-
play
Do you
a
own a
pink-
pink guitar?
No, I'm
you
just
just
borrowing
borrowing
it
it,
for the breasts.
Okay, good.
No, you mean they're making it for you for free?
Yeah, they're gonna make it, and I got a sticker. It's gonna say "Show us your tits."
Awesome.
See, I'm nice because the other guys in my band like to see tits too. So it ain't like show me your tits; it's show us
Show
your
us your
tits.
tits.
So come out and
for
like
everybody.
watch me play
Boobs
the
are
pink
for
guitar. You know, I mean for breasts. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. Jerry X is gonna be there performing also.
Oh,
I'm sure
really?
you know who that is. And,
Yeah.
she's got breasts, and there's and there's like a lot of breasts going on. So
gonna
if
be
you
a-
don't like breasts, then
If
just
you
stay
don't-
home. You know
it's
what I
not the
mean?
right place to be, you know.
Yeah, it's
But
gonna
if
be
you're
great.
if you're into
I mean,
breasts,
come on.
if you're into boobs,
Sorry.
As one with breasts, I'm going to endorse this one personally.
yeah, are you gonna
Go
endorse
after
the person?
show.
So
As a one-word breast, you're endorsing her.
I am endorsing this show.
I love it.
As the
Okay,
co-host
Are you
here,
gonna come? But are you gonna come
I'm
and support?
looking
it?
over at DJ Slam,
Now you're obligated.
and I'm gonna
Save
say
the
thank you for
Save
Solidium
the
for
tatas.
coming. Thank
Now you've
you
got a direct
for
endorsement and a
Consinity.
supporter.
Yep.
Thank you.
And DJ
And,
Slam is a boob supporter. as
DJ
well.
Slam is a big boob supporter. He supports all the boobs that comes around.
Hey,
Yeah, he's a boob supporter.
Hey, what up, bro? What up, bro?
Do you have the CD of the boob song?
Do we have a CD of the boob song?
Can you plug it in for like the ending?
All right, so here comes the
It would
song.
It would really make me happy.
We're gonna play a song and then we're gonna close out.
Do we have something to play?
Yep.
Do we have a boob song to play?
See y'all at Saturday, Bourbon Street, Newport Richey.
Good night,
8 o'clock.
everybody. Thank you for showing
7
up.
p.m.
Let's do it.
Hellraisersball.com. Check it out.
Come see Dropshot.
No.
Best day
Yes.
ever.
Consinity and
Best day ever.
God damn it, the party starts now.
Party starting. I'm gonna party all the way to October 12th, Saturday, 7 p.m. The doors open. Best day ever is open in the
And
show.
we'll be there.
Acoustic set, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
You can find out more about it on Facebook, correct?
Yep.
And
Dropshot band or
Hey, JC,
Solidium or
are we
Consinity?
we're gonna be filming live?
we're gonna be there. We're gonna be filming live.
We're gonna be
doing
there.
stuff.
Make sure you
Is
got
that
your
okay?
hey
Is that-
Raven Chain.
Yes.
Now,
Make sure you have your best makeup
now,
on.
Dropshot
Gabish?
requested that we actually film.
See
film
my
the show.
sunglasses?
I'm gonna
As
bring
long
back
as
the
that's
little
okay with all
throwback
you
for you
guys.
on Saturday.
it's cool with us, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
JD
I
is
heard
going to bring some makeup back
Dimebag
Saturday.
Spirit's
I'm
gonna
ready
be
for
there.
that.
Is that what we're gonna
It's
do?
about time.
So we're going to be there.
For
We're going
the
to be in
X.
support.
X
And we'll-
Factor, baby.
Special thanks to Raven Chain for co-hosting with me tonight.
JC and RC.
Way to bring it.
We're gonna run this shit.
We're gonna run this shit.
If you guys
Probably
say
run it
it's
into the
good,
fucking ground.
otherwise,
Special-
otherwise JC's gonna fire me tonight.